What is going on, everybody? Welcome. I'm so thrilled you're here. Yeah, that's right. You. I'm so glad you're here. I'm thrilled you're in the right place at the right time. Oh, today is going to be a day, man. This is going to be a day not soon forgotten. And let me just be the first because, here we are. We're starting off the year. This is the winter stream. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And I want to start it off by wishing you something that I'm sure you've never heard before. And it is Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. I know you've never heard that, obviously. But it is. It's the first time I've probably seen you this month. And I'm thrilled you're here. Today is going to be awesome. There's no other word for it. There's no better word for it. It's going to be awesome. Now, as you know from these in the past, we typically give you a coupon code for products. And yes, that's going to happen again too. I'm going to give it to you at the end of the first talk. Okay, so we're going to do the first talk. Then afterwards, I'm going to give you that coupon code before we move on to anything else. But I can tell you this. If there was ever a live stream that you wanted to be on, this is it. This is it. We're going to cover stuff that you're not going to believe. We're going to teach you some stuff that you don't even realize how good it's going to be. I'm going to change your life today with some of the new things that we have and that we're introducing here at Integrity Doctors. It's going to be phenomenal. Before we get things started, there's one thing I have to do. I have to take a moment because it's vital to me. It's just so important to me that I make sure I get a selfie with you. That's right. I got to have a selfie. If you know this from the past conferences, we do this. So now's the time. We got to get this over with. I know you're tired of taking photos. I know it's early. You're not really. I know. I don't care about the excuses. Just imagine it's back at Christmas and your mom's saying, come up here and take a photo with me. And you don't want to. Your family's saying, hey, come up here. No, this is it. This is my photo. It's my time. Okay. So come on up here, gather around. Somebody pick a phone. Get ready, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pose, okay? I'm going to pose, and you're going to pose. I'm going to hold it, and you take the photos, and then I want you to post it. Go on Facebook. Go on Instagram. Hashtag Integrity Doctors. You can tag me in it, at Ryan K. Mall. You can tag Integrity in it, at Integrity Doctor on Instagram or at Integrity Doctors on Facebook. So let's show the world. Let's celebrate that we're here together today. Let's be proud of being Integrity Doctors. Let's be proud of being chiropractors who gather together to learn to do something awesome. So you're gathered around. I've been kind of killing time to giving you time to gather around, but here we go. You ready? I'm gonna do a couple poses in the middle of it so you can get it. Okay, so we're gonna start here. Hopefully you got it, because I'm looking good right now. I'm I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, yep, this guy is looking. Yeah. What a day it's going to be. This is a good way to start, man. Thank you for taking a photo. Again, post it online. Don't be afraid. I don't want to. No, do it. Please do it. I want people to see it. I want them to see that you're here. I want you to see that you're a part of it, because there's no greater place to be, and there's no greater chiropractic family to be a part of. And that's going to always be true, but today it just feels a little more true because this is 2025 and it's going to be an awesome year. I can tell you this from integrity standpoint, we couldn't be more on fire for chiropractic right now. We couldn't be more excited. We're excited. We're on fire for this thing. We're on fire even though it's cold, even though I know many of you are freezing. It snowed here in Florida this week. Not where I live, obviously, but man, it feels cold. I've got a hoodie on. I've actually got sweats on under this, and it's a balmy 50 degrees out, and it's killing me. It's awful. I can't take it. I'm an 80-degree guy. It's cold. It's cold. I know you feel sorry for me. I know. You're all thinking, oh, Ryan, poor you. I know. But hey, we're on fire today, though. I'm warming you up. We're getting warm. We're going to be on fire for chiropractic. We're going to be on fire for reaching the 80% because we are here. I'm going to introduce things today to you that is going to change chiropractic that's going to impact this profession. Why? Because we want the 80%. We're here. We're all out for 80, and we are ready to go. Are you ready? Oh, I didn't hear. I did. Are you ready? Yeah, you better be ready, man. This is it. This is the time. So let's just get things started. Let's start it off right. Let's do this thing, and let's get this winter stream on the right foot. All right? So let's welcome out. You know him. You love him. He's the guy that's been around as long as this thing's been going. Please welcome our CEO, Mr. Keith Mall.
Good morning, Integrity Doctors and Clinics and team. We are so glad to be together today. I'm thrilled that we have this opportunity, and I want to welcome you to our first conference of 2025. And we are there, and I want you to know how historic and important this meeting is, because we are standing in front of a new year, and this is where we decide what we are going to do with it. We are facing a blank canvas of 12 months that allows us to paint any dream we choose. And as Integrity Doctors, we choose to soar above all ordinary goals and dreams and reach for what anyone else considers unreachable stars. But not you and me. No, today we set our course to be the leader for this country in wellness care. Now, I don't mean serving as the little elves of the medical community while they lead and control, and we should be honored, just to get to be able to stand in the same wellness room with them. No. They have had all these years and opportunities of our lifetime to bring us natural wellness care, and they have not succeeded. Their most recent example, should you need a reminder, of leadership was COVID. How did that work out for us? Their solutions cost us obscene amounts of money with very little, if any, results in wellness. No, we must set our own course by taking the lead in wellness care, because they have had their chance. So, how do we do it? Well, we need to have 80% of the population seeing the chiropractor first. All in favor say aye, everybody. Giving the body all the opportunity it can to heal itself by removing the natural restrictions and interferences that life causes, so that the body can fight off sickness and disease with a natural vaccine first. That's what we love. That vaccine is the chiropractic adjustment. This is where wellness begins, rather than chiropractic being the last choice after they've tried everything else. No, we are not a little helper in wellness. We are not an elf. We must lead. And we must make sure we can handle what it takes to lead and provide this chiropractic wellness for 300 million Americans to get this natural wellness that they deserve. And how do we do it? By removing their nerve interference. We must have the system in place to facilitate these kind of huge numbers. Why? Because our purpose is not to serve ourselves. We are not here just to have a job and make a good living. No. Our purpose is to make a difference, to change the health of our world, naturally and affordably. So, everybody, clear your throats and repeat after me. We are born to heal. We can change the health of our world. We will. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. Because we believe we were born for this. Now I understand, you guys, to set our course and to keep our course on reaching this sky-high, God-given purpose of wellness care with the adjustment, it would be easy for you to drop out. Consider it impossible because it's too hard and you're already tired and stressed. So, Keith, how can we handle this? Well, let me give you an example. Go back with me in time when there was no such thing as a car. Use your imagination, you guys. I know that is. Go back. What if we were living in a time when there was no car? Now think about how that would change your lifestyle. And you wanted to get there somewhere, and you wanted to get there fast, and how are you going to do it? Well, let's see. There's no way you have an option of getting in a car and driving 70 miles an hour. That kind of speed was unheard of. Certainly not possible. It is into this kind of a world that Henry Ford lived in. And he wanted to change their world instead of accepting it as it is. Now his question was, how? Now here's what he said. This is a quote from Henry Ford. If I had asked anyone what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. Now, that's understandable, you guys. It can't be hard on because that was a time when cars didn't exist. So their answer was based on the only thing that they know, which is a horse. So if you ask them what they want, the only thing they know to save is to make the horse faster. The problem is the horse is a huge limiter. The horse can only do so much. The horse can only go so fast. The horse can only run so far. But they also, you guys, they wouldn't have said a car. I think a car would be good because it wasn't invented. It wasn't available. It was an unknown. This answer was based on what was familiar, known. It was based on what they have done their whole life. So now another example of this, did you know that they wanted to close the patent office in 1918? And they tried to pass legislation to do this. Why? Because they said there was no need for it. You know why there was no need? Everything had already been thought of and invented. Well, anyway, Henry Ford came up with another solution. A car. Would it work? About everybody would say no. Would it be a fad? Plenty would say that. Would a lot of people be against it and say it would never work and would never last? Of course they would. Now it's an easy answer, though, of course, because it's well known and it's proven and everybody wants one. But where were they when cars were not a no-brainer? So let's take those circumstances that Henry Ford obviously turned around and let's apply this to you and your purpose and mine. So, if we asked you what you want for your practice in 2025, what would you say? When you think of what would make your practice better, well, the only thing we can think of is if we can make the doctor or the CAs, which are the horses, faster. How much better or faster can we do it? Well, if you can't do that, then the only option left is to provide something that doesn't require a doctor or a CA. You can just charge the insurance company maybe, or the patients themselves, and just charge either one an astronomical amount of money of whatever it is that they would pay, which of course has the limiter of how much will the insurance company pay for that, or how much will the patient pay or borrow for that. But what if there was such a thing as a car for your clinic that would do the work of many horses, increasing your service to the patients and helping you get more new patients to reach the 80%? And you guys, what if this car would do it even every day, 7 days a week, and do it not just during working hours, but they would be an after-hours concierge for your clinic, all hours? And what if all this work that until now was done by horses, and you know who you are, or in most cases not done at all, did not cost you? What if it did not cost you anything? And I'm not done. This new car never gets sick, or never runs late, or never leaves early, never quits or moves away, is never in a bad mood or tired, requires no benefits, never complains, and gets along with all the staff. Are you interested yet? Now keep in mind, this is going to take an essential key. It's the key of change. A change that would be easy to judge, like the car was back in Henry's day. Some will say it won't work, it won't last. We say that because most of us just simply don't like change. And the problem is, if you and I simply keep on doing what we are doing, we will keep on getting what we are getting, and the dream then won't get done. The purpose won't happen. So, you guys, I am sure glad that you are here this morning, because today, in this historic winter event, we are going to introduce a new tool for your entire clinic for you to use. It's called the Integrity AI Clinic Assist, and it will be an amazing addition to your clinic. But I'm telling you, it is a change, but a change you will love. Everybody say love. Everybody say, we will love it, even though it's new for everyone in the clinic. Now, what does an AI Clinic Assist mean to you? It means this will propel you into the chiropractic practice of the future. You will have all the workings of an AI practice. You will have now in your hands the future of new patient acquisition opportunities through AI. You will have patient management through AI. How? We provide you with the software program and the training that you don't have to have any experience to do this and to incorporate it into your practice. And yet, you will do it as well as any billion-dollar nationwide company. Now, come on. Is that exciting? Is that awesome? What an opportunity. We provide you with the doctor support you need to operate all this in your practice. We've already put it together. You have your own coach to lead you through this process to take you to the practice of the future with no guesswork. And so does all the staff. Now, this is going to be like having a superstar CA in your clinic 24/7. who's never sick and never late and never leaves early and no vacation and needs no benefits. Always happy, happy, happy. Always consistent with what you've done. But that's not all, you guys. I'm not finished. We will give your staff the support they need to operate this in your practice. You won't be, doctor, you won't be put on the spot to train and answer all the questions of the staff to do this. We will do it all for you. Will your staff love it? You already heard them. They will love it. Absolutely. Why? Because it makes their life so much easier. So AI Clinic Assist is everything you need in one package. You don't have to put this all together now. It's not piecemeal, and many times needing more than one company to provide it. And also being charged for each individual action. Just, well, I need this, I need it, and being charged a whole new, another sum, another monthly fee. Kind of like, Southwest Airlines, You thought it was cheap when you looked up the ticket. They said, it's $69, a $69 airplane ticket. And then you find out that, no, not really. You got to come both ways. You got to get back, and oh no. Well, is that? Were you wanting to wear your shoes on the flight? That's extra. Were you going to carry a purse? Oh no, that's more. That's more. And before you put together all the things that they come up with, it became just as expensive as any other ticket. Well, you know what I'm talking there. Not this is just kind of a joke, and yet it isn't a joke because you do get charged so much. Well, that's the way most of this stuff. If you try to look it up, you'll find you're going to have to put it together. You're going to have to figure it out. And you're going to have to pay more than you ever thought once you add it up after you put all the add-ons. But on this now, you don't have to put all of it together yourself. Like we get in Christmas, or I've certainly done this. Some assembly required. Don't you hate that? Oh boy, these some assembly required Christmas presents that we just finished with. You buy, and then you wish you hadn't. Now, that's not going to be the case here. Ryan Mall has done all the work for you. So you get it all in one package, and you will get all the instructions you and your staff will need to lead you through becoming this practice of the future. So there's no guesswork, you guys. This is exactly what you didn't know you even wanted, but now that it's here, this is awesome, kind of like the car. And your patients will be amazed at the 24/7 service that they will receive. It will be your office after hours. They can chat with your new assistant even at 3 in the morning. Unless you guys want to do it, you can do it if you want to. And you will never again miss a call. But now, that's the reason we're here. That's what you're going to hear about. But this time, what I want to do is I want to do what I actually have never done. Because you're going to learn about this AI Clinic Assist from the one who's put it all together. And we're going to spend then the rest of this morning seeing what it'll do, seeing how it does it, seeing how good and how easy this will be for you. But the person who's going to show you is the one who put it together, and that's Ryan, the Integrity Doctors president. And he's going to present it to you so you can see what it's all about. But before I bring on Ryan, this time I want to do what I actually have never done before. I want to do what most speakers get every time. I want to introduce him. Because we never introduce him. You never get to hear about him from somebody who actually knows him and knows the work he does for you every day that you have no way of knowing. But I see the heart he has for you and the love he has displayed for 20 years to provide you with the very best in every area of your practice to help you have the kind of clinic and life you want, including what you want this year for 2025. You see, you guys don't understand. You don't see the late nights and the weekends and the early mornings. You don't see the whatever it takes spirit and attitude that he works with. He actually lives the whatever it takes to make a difference in your practice and your life. In fact, you will not be able to find anyone more committed to doing that than him. I'll give you one quick example. Since this is only an introduction, it's not a biography, this will just be one quick, simple example. But a couple of months ago, he was contacted by a vendor to endorse their product and their company to you, to get you to follow them and do what they want you to do and to use what they want you to use. And they would pay him in cash, up front, $1 million to recommend it, to endorse it, to tell you to do it. Now, I'll just ask you real quick, what would you have said? Well, he told them no. Why? Because he does not accept any referral fees or partnerships. If he did, you could not trust his referral, because if he did refer you, do you think he's doing it for you because he has your heart and your life in mind, or is he actually doing it for his own monetary gain? He does this to keep his influence and position with you honest and one of integrity. The truth is, you guys, and you just look at it, the truth is, he's the best business friend you have. In fact, let me ask you a question. Can you name anyone? Any other consultant? Can you name any friend, might even say family, who would turn down $1 million referral fee to talk to you about this and get you to do it? Shoot, let me reduce it by a whole bunch. You think you could find one who would do it, who would turn down $1,000? I don't think so. I'm telling you, Ryan is the most loyal business friend you've got. And I would listen to him if I were you. It's sure better than listening to people who are getting compensated for giving you to do something or buy something. And do you think I could have hired anyone else to be president of this company that would have turned down $1 million for a referral fee? I'd still be looking, you guys. By the way, you should know, he never called me and asked me what I thought he should do. He just did the right thing. And he has proven he will do the right thing for you. So, I'm going to turn the rest of this winter conference over to our Integrity Doctors president, Ryan Mall, knowing that you can be proud of and trust his recommendations, and be aware that he has been working tirelessly for months now to provide you with this presentation. In other words, to provide you with this kind of car that you'll be able to use in your clinic, taking the service in your clinic to a whole nother level, and at the same time making the work and life of the team, all of us horses, easier, and making them better to all patients and the public. And you can have this in your clinic quickly and easily without you having to dive into the deep end of this technological pool. Because Ryan has already done this for you and is going to demonstrate it today for your whole staff to see and hear and understand how it works. You see how critical today is? Wow, what a mistake it would have been to miss it. Now this is called the AI Clinic Assist, and it is going to propel your clinic into the future and expand your ability to serve your patients. And you are going to be proud. Oh, by the way, you need to get one more thing. Just one more thing that's really important to tell you before I quit here. You can listen to this with no fear. You know why? We are giving, everybody say giving. We are giving AI Clinic Assist to all of you, our doctors who do coaching with us. That's right. You get it free. No charge. So relax. Don't listen and watch with squinted eyes. There is no catch. No shoe is going to drop. The only thing that you have to do after keeping your eyes wide open and listening and doing, the only thing you have to do is use it. Once again, try to find anyone else who will do that for you, for that kind of price. So it is a pleasure, you guys, to introduce President Ryan Mall to present to you today a whole new tool to make your 2025 purpose and dream a reality. Get ready and enjoy.
Well, that was awesome. And I gotta say, took a turn there I wasn't expecting there at the end, but naturally, let me just go ahead and say how grateful I am for the introduction. That wasn't expected nor necessary, but very thankful and grateful for it. You know, ironically, it comes at a kind of unique time for me, just as he's going through it and thinking about it. You know, this is 2025 is my 20th anniversary here at Integrity Doctors. I started full-time work here July of 2005, and it's a really, really cool thing to have him say those things. And at the same time, you know, I got to say it's truly been my honor and privilege. I love this company. I love chiropractic. I mean, I just, you know, for not being one, I mean, I love how it works. I love how it's benefited me. I love helping it. I love spreading the word about it. You know, anything I can do to help take it to the next level and, you know, keep my purpose is what I'm here to do. And I can easily point out, you know, for those of you that have known me for a while, or even if you know me for 5 minutes, you know, I've been honored and blessed to have a dad in him, especially someone that, you know, has really laid the foundation for this company of what it is. So when he talks about, you know, some of my decisions, you know, those, you know, I didn't just come up with those on my own. They were taught, they were learned. I've sat in on phone calls, meetings since I was a child, and I've had the pleasure of the last few years, especially being kind of in on every discussion, every talk, every decision. And, you know, I'm one of those, I've just tried to take it all in and learn. And that's what, you know, that's why I do what I do. And that's why I'm here to be the best I can be, and to make chiropractic better than when I leave it than when I came into it. And so it's truly an honor. I love it. And with that, you know, I'm a little thrown off, but I will say this. Hearing all that makes me even more excited for what's coming today, because my class, which we're going to do here in just a bit, is kind of accumulation of work that I believe is going to take us beyond the 80%. That I believe is going to truly propel us to a new level, and propel you in your impact in your community. And I know I promised so let me make sure I get this in before I totally forget. we do have a coupon code for today. Being that we are talking about the future, being that we are talking about where we're going and what we're doing here, I just had to reference my favorite movie of all time, Star Wars. And at the end of Star Wars, because we're so purpose-driven, I thought it'd be very fitting to use one of the quotes when they're attacking the Death Star and they're trying to blow it up, and they got the X-Wing fighters flying in, and there's this one pilot that is getting tracked by Darth Vader, and he's about to blow up. But before he blows up, the pilot behind him's telling him, "Don't give up, stick with it, stay with it." And he says these three words. He says, "Stay on target, stay on target." And to me, I felt that was a fitting quote for today. So that is your coupon code to get 25% off all of our integrity reports. Go to the store and enter "Stay on Target," all lowercase, all one word. That's STAYONTARGET. Stay on target. Because that's what we're going to do today. We're going to stay on target. We're going to stay focused. We're going to put the blinders up, and we are going to do whatever it takes to reach the 80%. And I promise you, this is a day that you are going to be grateful for. To hear what Keith kind of introduced it to, I'm going to go all in and show you exactly what we're talking about, exactly what we prepared for you. And I can't wait for you to see it. This is going to be awesome. So thank you for being here again, Keith. Thank you for the unworthy introduction. I am grateful. I am thankful. I love it here, and I love chiropractic. Let's take a 10-minute break. Welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope you got your coupon code. I hope you started using it again. Stay on target, all lowercase, all one word. Okay? Now's the time. Are you ready? Are you ready for this, man? I'm so pumped to deliver this class to you, to give you all of this incredible stuff. This is going to be amazing. If you hadn't seen the preview yet, if you hadn't seen what we said we were going to talk about, today I'm going to start things off by talking about AI. Now, depends on what you've heard, what you've seen, where you've been. AI is taking this world by storm. It's changing the landscape. There's constantly stuff evolving from it. And here's the thing. I want to show you today how we're going to use it to reach the 80%. I'm going to show you how we are going to change the game in chiropractic with technology. This is going to be awesome, but I want to make sure that you know it, you understand it, and you know where this is all going, and I want it to be completely clear. That's why I couldn't just teach this in a 30-minute class like I normally would in a live stream. This takes more than 30 minutes. This is going to take some time. And that's what we're going to do. So hang in here with me. I've got some great stuff prepared for you. So I'm going to pull up my class here and we're going to get things going, because what I really want to do here, what I really am focused on right now is setting a new standard in chiropractic. Whether you know this or not, 2025 marks our 43rd year in chiropractic business. 43 years of change in chiropractic, of impacting patients, of helping doctors reach levels never before thought possible. Us going for the dream, staying on purpose. And during those 43 years, one thing that's always been unique about us here is that we have always stayed at the forefront. We have always made sure to set the bar high and do things differently than everybody else. We're not interested in just doing it the same. We're not interested in just keeping everything the way it has been or using a bunch of materials from a long time ago. We have evolved. The only way you stay in this game for this long is by making sure you stay on top of the latest and greatest things. And that's what we're here to do today. We're here to show you how chiropractic is going to be taken to a whole new level by showing you services and things that you didn't even realize you would have access to, things that many other times that you are going, people are trying to sell you. But I'm going to show you how we are going to make sure that your practice stays modern and stays up on everything that's going on right now. And I'm going to show you how you're going to get it. And I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. So let me first set this record straight, because as soon as I start talking about AI and digital services, I know where some of your minds go. I know exactly where they go. You start thinking, oh, great. I know what this is. Ryan's about to try to sell us something. This is just going to be one big sales pitch. I might as well just turn this off now. No, that's not what this is going to be. In fact, let me make something very, very clear to you. If you're a member of Integrity Doctors under coaching right now, you're part of the 95%. The 95% of our membership is a member and under coaching. If you're under coaching right now and you're in our membership, you're going to get access to a whole new level of services. I'm going to introduce stuff today, and here's the best part about it. There's nothing to buy. I'm not selling you a new service. I'm not coming at you with a new product that we've come out with. No, this is a day where you get to sit back, watch, and think, ooh, I get that. Ooh, I get that. Ooh, I get that. Oh, you mean I get that? Ooh, I get that. That's right. That's how today's going to work. This is about taking your practice into the future. This is about making chiropractic business easier. And the number one thing is about reaching the 80%. We don't reach the 80% if we just stay the same. We don't reach the 80% if we just keep doing things the way we always do them. We don't change and we don't adapt. We have to stay on target. We have to stay on target. So let me just set the brakes. We're not selling anything today. This is not something. I'm not going to try to get you to buy something right now. What I'm going to get you to do is one very simple thing. I'm going to get you to impact your community. And I'm going to do it by making your life easier. That's how we're going to do it. So let me just go straight through. So who is today for? Because I know that some of you give me so, I woke up for this. This is a doctor thing. This is. I want to make sure you know who this is for, okay? Today is for any doctor or team member who wants to make their life easier with AI. How many of you want to make your life easier? How many of you would like it to be a little easier at work? How many of you would like to just make things better, make things simpler? To me, that's the goal. I want to make things simpler. So today is for any doctors want to make their life simpler with AI. Today is also for any doctor or team member who prefers automation over repetitive secretarial tasks. There's a lot of repetitive stuff in business. There's a lot of stuff you have to do over and over and over again. And I don't want to do over and over. If I can automate it with AI, that's what I want to do, because if AI is doing it, that means you don't have to do it, which means your life just got a whole lot easier. But that's not all. Today is for any doctor or team member who wants to raise their level of customer service and increase business without any more work. Now, how does that sound? I think that sounds pretty good. You can provide better service, better customer support, and even have more things done in the office, but you don't have to do anything more. I'm not going to tell you, here's 10 more steps you have to do. Here's 100 more procedures. No. No more work. Don't have to do anything else. How's that sound? Oh, I think that. So, does this sound like you? Does any of this? Do you want any of this? If you do, again, you are in the right place at the right time, because I've got some really good news for you, man. But I want to do this first, because I do know as soon as I start saying AI, I know some of you are like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want that. Because if you're like me, I was born in the 80s. Being born in the 80s, you know one thing. Over the past 40 years, almost every movie growing up from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s was about one thing. It was about AI. And AI was never the hero. AI was always the villain. It was always the villain. We grew up with movies like I, Robot with Will Smith. We grew up with movies, artificial intelligence, about this little boy robot who sat at the bottom of a pool. It was all these weird things, all these scary things, and every single one ended with the same thing happening. AI took over the world. It was always this robot that was created for good, created to help, but then the robot somewhere along the way said, "This world is broken. I must destroy it." And then that's where every movie plot went. And the honest truth is, I get that. I get the fear of it. I get the things. But here's the real truth. Today, we're not going to use that kind of AI. There's no robots. I'm not mailing you a robot. I'm not giving you something that is going to attack you later. No, I want to kind of clear up what AI is and why it's important and how it works. This is from the most basic sense of what AI is. It's not a physical robot. All it is it's basically a computer. It's a computer that has been trained to think and react like a real human without all the complications and drama of a real human. That's what it is. So if we're bringing on AI to help you in the office, this is the best employee you could ever hire. This is an employee that doesn't complain. This is an employee that doesn't call in sick. This is an employee that doesn't go anywhere. They just show up. And they show up whenever you want. There's no saying no. Because here's what AI really is. AI doesn't think on its own. Okay? AI reacts when it's asked to think. So that's how this is not a dangerous thing. This is not something you have to be worried about, because it's not just something thinking all the time and coming up with its own thing and trying to change the way you practice. AI only thinks when it's told to think. And when it's told to think, it's told what the outcome should be. So we will tell AI what we want it to do, what outcome and result we want, and it can work on that for us. But that's the power of AI, and this is why the world's moving to it. This is why things are changing so rapidly. That's why even just this week, as the new president took to office, there was a group of guys, OpenAI CEO, the Oracle CEO, a bunch of them got together and announced that they're investing up to $500 billion into infrastructure and power for AI. That means this isn't going away. That means this isn't something you can just be like, oh, this is just a fad. It's not a fad. This is something that's here. It's here to stay. And while I think in a lot of ways it feels like it's something only for major giant corporations, it's not. It's for you. It's going to work for you. It's going to be great for you, and you're going to love it. So naturally, I want to answer just the very simple question of how are we going to use it? How would we use AI in chiropractic? Why would we use it? See, it's really very simple. We need to employ AI to be the digital employee that handles all the repetitive and annoying digital tasks that we all get tired of doing. So, just to put it very simply, we're going to use AI to create content. We're going to use AI to respond. We're going to use AI that is to create data and to make decisions that's free of patient judgment. What that really means is that, a lot of times we get responses. Well, you'll get a review. A lot of times you get 5-star reviews, but every now and again you get a 1-star. You get a 1-star and your mind instantly goes to, oh, I don't like that person. Oh, I'm going to judge that person. But AI doesn't know that person. AI doesn't know who they are, doesn't know what they did. All they know is they need to respond nicely. And they can respond nicely, and they can do it automatically without you having to lift a finger. For the same reason that AI can help you book appointments. AI can help you address questions. AI can take a lot of the minimal tasks that we constantly feel like we have to be doing, that we constantly use as excuses for how busy we are. And AI can take care of it. They can do it. So the simple task here is that we want to use AI to make work life easier. That's what we want to do. That's what we're here to do. And this will make things better. Now, the way you do that is by having what's called an AI virtual assistant. An AI virtual assistant, I know this sounds like the future. I know you're saying, I'll even see what else it sounds expensive. That's what it sounds. It sounds like, we can afford this. No, we're just a small clinic in the middle of Kentucky. No, you can afford this. But let me explain it here. AI virtual assistants is the future. It's the future of interaction online. I can say this because we have one. We have one in Integrity Doctors. We've been using it this year, and man, is it awesome. It's been one of the best decisions. Adding a virtual assistant has been one of the best decisions we've made in a long time because it simply does this. I think we're all aware that if you get a request for a new patient appointment, that somebody's got to answer it. And a lot of times you get requests overnight. You get requests in times where we're not actually working. But you know who is working, right? AI. AI doesn't sleep. AI doesn't need a break. They don't need a 2-hour lunch. AI simply needs to be activated. And so for us, we have people that contact us about our services, and they write us overnight. And when they write us overnight, our AI assistant can go instantly talk to them and respond to them and answer their questions. And it works all the time. So this is happening. We are using it right now. We're using it on integritydoctors.com. Our web chat. If you go to our live chat, there's no person responding to that. Some of you have wrote to it thinking, I wonder who responded. They didn't say their name. It was a robot. It was literally an AI virtual assistant. Now, I want to preface it with, please don't go there and ask questions about your account or anything. It doesn't know that stuff. It's only there to help us recruit new members. That's what we use it for. But just like we use it that way, I want you to use it for something else. I want you to use it for getting new patients, handling questions, basic things. Now, naturally, if you were to go out right now and try to find a virtual assistant, here's the typical cost. If you were to just go out and say, hey, this sounds great. I want to do this right now. Let me just get on Google right now and start searching it. You're going to find that you're going to pay anywhere between $300 and $900 a month. That's either if it's just a standalone service or as an add-on packaged into some higher package price thing that you get. And so that's just kind of how this typically costs out. Lots of companies are offer it. Lots of the companies that some of you are even paid as a separate deal. But this is all available to you. All of it's here. All of it's ready. Now, how can AI Assist help you? I want to be very clear that if we look at this is what it costs, this is what it is, and this is what it does. But how does it truly help you? See, the shortfall of all digital communication. When we're online, when you're on Facebook, when you're on Instagram, text message, live chat, whatever it is, if all of the digital services that you purchase are all meant to help you do one thing, they're meant to help you get leads. And those leads are then meant for you to follow up with them and to follow up with them in order to hopefully turn a lead into a new patient. So whether you're advertising on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is, or just sending out an email newsletter, the quicker you respond, the better chance you have at actually getting that person as a new patient. The problem is if you take too long, the lead just goes nowhere. And for most of us, I think we can all say this very honestly, openly and honestly, leads have gone missing many times. Leads have been overlooked many times. Leads have just been discarded because it took time. It took effort. We had to go in and we had to look up what the leads were, and then we had to figure out how to contact them. When's a good time for me to contact them? And I've got these other things to do. Let me hold off on that. But here's the reality and the downfall of all things digital. There's an 80% decrease in odds of converting a new patient to a lead if not responded to in the first 5 minutes. Now catch that. If you don't respond within the first 5 minutes of that lead coming in, that form coming in, that message coming in, if you don't actually respond and nobody responds to it, there's an 80% decrease in the odds of them becoming a new patient. 80%. Leads are 10 times less likely to respond if you don't reach out in the first 5 minutes. First 5 minutes. Lead conversions are 21 times more effective when contacted in the first 5 minutes as opposed to within 30 minutes. So if you wait 30 minutes, it's even less. So what this really means, like I said earlier, 73% of leads never get followed up with. That's the reality. They come in, we just ignore them, we forget about them, we forget to look, we stop monitoring, all those kinds of things. This is where we're at. And the reality is very simple. 78% of customers say they will buy from the company that responds to the request first. That means the fastest response gets the win, gets the patient, gets the impact. Now, why is this important? This is important because the reality is a lot of times when you run ads, when you go for getting new people and you try to create leads, most of the responses don't come during your work hours. Most of them come at night. Most of them come overnight because the reality is simple. If I'm in pain, let's say I've hurt my back and I'm in a lot of pain and I'm tired and I worked all day long. I'm laying in bed and I'm scrolling through Instagram and your ad pops up and I contact you. I'm contacting you when it's convenient for me, and most likely I'm contacting you because I'm in pain right now and it's the top of my mind and I want to fix. I'm tired of hurting. I'm tired of laying in this bed and hurting and I want to fix. I need someone to help me. So I see this ad and I think, oh, let me try that. And I go on there and I hit submit and then I don't hear anything back. And then maybe 24 hours later I hear something. But by then I'm already at work. I've already made other thoughts. I've moved on. But if someone had responded to me instantly, man, I would have jumped on that because I was ready. I was ready to go. But I think we can all be honest and say we can't just do that. There's no such thing as forcing our team members to be on call 24 hours a day to make sure leads are followed up with and make sure they're followed up with correctly. That's why this is tough. That's why this is the shortfall of all digital agency marketing. Because the shortfall is, if they're not followed up with instantly, it typically doesn't work. But see, that's where an AI agent would come in. When you have an AI virtual assistant, they work to be the first responder. They can respond to all digital channels from text, forums, websites, live chat, Facebook, and Instagram. So you don't have to worry about fast response time at all. Why? Because an AI virtual assistant will respond instantly. Not just respond with an auto response, not just a, hey, sorry we missed you, click here to go to this link and learn more. No. A real conversation. They can have a real conversation back and forth with questions asked. They can answer them. They know what's going on because you train them to know what's going on. See, AI can know your office. They can answer questions about your office. And they can assist in getting appointments set up. And the best part is they can do it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, during all holidays, during all closed times. That's what makes virtual assistants so incredible. That's what makes them so vital. And that's why they're so important. Now, I know, I want you to understand this. I'm not saying go out and buy one. Again, don't go on Google. Don't start searching it. I don't want you to go out and buy one. Why? Because I want to give you one. That's right, fam. I want to give you your own virtual assistant. I want to give you the AI that makes it possible. And when I say that you have to train it to know your office, train it to know all the stuff about you, know how to make the answers, know how to do it, I'm not just going to give it to you. We're going to train it for you. We are going to give you a turnkey AI virtual assistants as part of your coaching package here at Integrity Doctors. How stinking cool is that? How cool is that? What? Let me just ask one. Do you know any other company in chiropractic that's going to do this? I'm just gonna toot the horn for a second. Do you know any other company in chiropractic that's going to say, hey, this is something you need. This is something new. This is technology you don't have. And hey, you know what? Instead of paying for it, let me just hand it over to you. I want to give it to you. Why do I want to give it to you? Because you need this. You need this. This isn't something that would just be a nice thing. This is something that can truly impact your clinic and truly take the reins and make things easier for you. And I want you to have it. So here's what's going to happen. At the end of this whole thing, I'm going to show you how to get it. I'm going to show you how to get registered for it, how we can help you set it up, how we can give it to you. But that's the thing. This is not a cost. This is as part of your coaching package. This is it. You're going to get your own AI virtual assistant. So sit back, relax, big deep breath. Oh yeah, I got this. If you want it, tell me you want it. Tell me you want it. Say I want it. I know you do, and I want to give it to you. I want you to have it. But that doesn't just stop there. See, I could just end the day now, and you'd be like, "Woo! Look at this. This was worth it. This was awesome. Look what I got. I got this just for coming. I got to learn this is going to happen. This is going to be awesome." But to me, it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop with AI, with virtual assistants. We can't just leave it there because there's a whole slew of digital services out there. There's a whole slew of companies out there doing lots of different things. And I want to make sure that we cover everything. I want to make sure that we have answers for everything. So what about everything else? What about all the other digital services? I'm not going to name them. I'm not going to call anybody out. I'm not going to say anything like that. But I am going to say this. There are so many digital services and so many options and so many things you can choose from. And it's kind of getting out of hand. And for that, I want to make sure that you have those answers. So if you're going to hire a digital service, if you're going to go out and look for them, I want you to know what you're looking for and how it really works. Because I think that's kind of part of the problem. Well, a lot of times we say, I just want new patients, so I'm just going to throw money at something. I'll just go buy this because that's how I'm going to make it. But that's not how it works. I want you to understand how they work. So the first common goal of a digital service is they're going to help your office automate tedious tasks that the doctor and staff get tired of doing over and over again. The other goal is for them to produce these leads that the AI assistant would help with through as many different channels as possible that then you have to follow with to come new patients. So most of these companies currently offer you ways to get leads. They just don't build in a way to get the AI. And then the AI you have to buy on top of because it's just the natural next step. You say, well, I want that AI. I want those things. I want that easy work. I don't want to have to do the work myself. And so it's an easy upsell. But if these are the two common goals, the goal is to make life easier, and the other goal is to get as many leads as possible, here's how these agencies typically do this. So your office would typically purchase services from multiple companies because nobody just really does everything. Everybody just kind of does segments. So you'll hire someone to do emails. You'll hire someone to do reviews. You'll have another company that does websites, another company that helps you with hiring, another company that helps you with social media and social media marketing. You then have another company for a virtual assistant. And all of a sudden you have all these different things. But then when you do marketing and you hire like a social media marketing company, you then pay the agency. The agency has their own fee, so you pay them. But that doesn't include any ads. And then you have ad spend. And so then you pay ad spend. That's required. You'd have to do it anywhere, but you're paying an agency for their fee for the services they provide. You're then paying for the ad spend, and then if you have any overages or communication costs, you pay for that as well. So you can, on text messages, you can pay companies 5 cents a text message. So you can, all these things, and they just start adding up very, very quickly. So these agencies then offer services. They sometimes try to bundle things together or team up with other companies. So you work with this, but the reality is is that they are going to have you pay for their services, but they're also going to have some additional costs as well that come outside. Now, the inconvenient truth about the whole thing is that you face as a clinic is that nobody just does it all. And because nobody does it all, it means you end up subscribing to 5, maybe up to 10 services to cover all the things you really need if you want to dominate online. If you want to have a lot of really good results and you want to make sure that everything is taken care of. So you have all these different companies, all these different logins, and that just gets impossible to monitor. It gets impossible to keep track of. So then every time you hire an employee and you bring them in and they say, well, what's the login? And you're like, oh, to which one? I don't know. Maybe we wrote it down somewhere. And it just starts to get really confusing because nobody's just doing one thing. Some people just do the reviews. Some people just do social media marketing. Some just do a CRM. Some just do texting. So it gets to be just you trying to maintain all of these different puzzle pieces, all built by totally different companies all over the place. Now, these programs typically include stuff like this. An AI virtual assistant, which we already covered, typically $300, $900 a month. But hey, with us, no. With your coaching package, you're going to get it. A CRM, which is a customer relationship manager. It's basically a way to organize people, organize leads into a software that keeps track of all of them, what they've done, where they've been, what they've clicked, what they've monitored, storing their contact information. That way you can use it for the future for different ways of marketing. And that's very helpful. And typically, most CRMs, you pay a per month per user fee. So if it's a doctor and you got 2 team members and it's $30 a month per person, you pay $90 a month for their services. If you've got 20 staff members, it can get kind of expensive really quickly. They provide, there's new services now, what's called custom pipelines. It's just a fancy term for organizing leads. And pipelines are something that can be built into CRMs and can be upsells from there. Reputation management, which is just monitoring the reviews. Monitoring reviews, asking for reviews, trying to get people to do them. Send you 5-star reviews, whether it be from Facebook or Google. Those services can start at $99 a month. Review requests, website integration for those reviews, responses. These can go even higher if you want to get really into the nitty gritty and start responding to them and incorporating into your website. You can pay as $300 a month for those services. You then can add live chat. We pushed a company called Tidio for a long time, Tidio, and it was $60 a month for live chat. Live chat's great. We have it. But it's $60 a month. Each one of these, if you keep just adding this up, it starts to add up very, very quickly. You get chiropractic your website. Your chiropractic website could be $49 to $300 a month. You could help a staff hiring interview qualification service. These are to help weed out people to make sure you're not just answering questions and handling people that you don't need to. These can start at $29 a month. Marketing phone number. Let's say you want a phone number for your marketing team to be able to talk and do stuff. You may have to buy a phone. You can pay $39 a month at a minimum, and then 5 cents a text if you just use a texting service. Then automation triggers. This is how everything automates and everything can work together and work through companies like Zapier and all of this stuff. If you just look at this one page right here, we're talking already thousands of dollars. I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot, but that's not all. We got more. Facebook ad posting. You're going to pay the agency fee, which is typically anywhere from $600 to $1,000 a month. And then that doesn't include the ad spend. So you've got to pay for the ads on top of that. You've got social media posting. So giving you a place to easily do social media posting is $99 a month. It usually has a social media scheduler. It usually integrates with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, that sort of deal. But then even if you want some templates, you usually got to buy those extra for like $500 per package. You have email campaign marketing. You could pay someone for doing all your emails starting at $35 a month for low-end packages. You've got form and survey creation for $100 a month, anywhere from $34 to $100 a month, depending on if you want just forms or just surveys. Companies like JotForm are easily used for this many times. We've used them in the past. QR code creation. You may pay a company to do QR code creation. You could find it online, but you don't know, is it going to work? Is it always going to work? What's going to happen? And then a place for all of your dashboards. Dashboards is how you monitor all of your marketing. So sometimes you'll hire separate companies just for monitoring Google ads and Facebook ads and your Google business listing and just seeing what are the statistics, what are coming in. And right now, I'm exhausted. I'm so, because this is a lot. This is absolutely a ton, man. This is so much stuff. And let's just be real. Let's just be real here. The reality is, if you were committing to all of it, if you were saying, yeah, we need all that, because I think you do. All of those things, we do all those things. We do all those things for our business. And if I do it for mine, you need to do it for yours. But if you're going to do it all, you're going to be spending between $2,000 to $3,000 a month. But here's the even bigger problem that nobody just tells you, is that even if you subscribe to all these services, you still got to do the work. So you still have to create all the emails. You still have to answer the responses. You still have to monitor the reviews. You still have to create social media posts. And you have to do all of it. You have to do it all just with the hope that a lead turns into a new patient. And really what you just did is you just created a whole lot of work for yourself and spent a whole lot more money. So what typically happens, because most offices aren't going to pony up to $2,000 to $3,000, they just typically pull out a couple services. They say, well, I want a couple of these things. And they just pick whatever their current desire is at the moment or whatever they think they could benefit from right now. And they end up spending closer to, let's say, $700 to $1,000 a month on these services. And that's where they stick it. And that's where they leave it. But in reality, if we want to do it all, we're going to spend thousands of dollars. So naturally, in looking at that and studying through that, I know what you should be thinking. You should be thinking, so what's Integrity Doctors going to do about it? Well, ask no more. I have the answer, and it's an answer I think you're going to like. At Integrity Doctors, we are going to be chiropractic's greatest AI-based digital agency. We are going to be your one-stop shop for all things AI, automation, business, coaching, patient education, systems, and marketing. That's right. Everything. Everything business, all Integrity Doctors. Not 10 different programs, not 10 different subscriptions. One subscription. One membership. Integrity Doctors. That's it. So we're going to do this. We're going to become it, and we're going to do this just for you. Now, I know some of you are thinking again, how are we going to do that? I know, let's get back to, well, Ryan, I get it here. This is where the catch is. This is where the catch is. This is where you add services. This is where you sell us a new product. No, wrong again. Wrong again. I'm going to give it to you. Maybe you didn't hear that. Maybe you didn't hear that. I'm going to give it to you. I am going to give you everything. All these services that you've been spending thousands of dollars for just to have access to, I'm going to give them to you. I'm giving them to you. If you're an Integrity Doctor and a coach, you didn't hear me wrong. I'm going to give it to you. And you know why? Because you need it to reach 80%. You need it to make an impact on your community. You need it to stay up to date. And you need it to do the impact. So no sales pitch, no product, no new subscription, no nothing. This is for you. How are you going to do it? We're going to give it to you. Don't believe me? Let me show you. I'm going to give it away to all offices under a current 5-year agreement and any office under a $495 gold agreement or higher, and you're going to get all of this, including the AI virtual assistant. Now, like I said earlier, this is literally 95% of our company fits in this category. So if you're sitting there and you're under coaching and you're thinking, am I going to get this? You're going to get this. This is going to be awesome. You are going to love it. There's the only extra cost, because I do have to point out, just there is one little fine print, but it's a great fine print. The only extra cost is any of the stuff that's outside of us. So when I say that a digital agency requires you to pay Facebook for the ad spend, that doesn't change. Okay? I'm not going to pay for your ads. Integrity Doctors is not going to pay for all of your ads. That you've got to pay for your ads. So your ad spend, you're going to pay for. Now, if you have communication costs, the text, the emails, you're going to pay for those as well. But here's the thing that nobody does. This is why this is not a thing I'm selling. I'm going to give it to you all at cost. All at cost. So whereas most of the texting companies cost 5 cents per text segment for text, it's 1 cent. Now, how much do you think I could make off 1 cent? That's paying the phone company. It's just going straight to them. It's just going to go straight to them. You get a full itemized deal of what you used and what the phone company charged for, and that's it. It's all at cost. So any communication you send out, it's so minimal because you're paying for nothing. I believe the emails are literally 0.0001 for an email. It's not even a 1,000th or 10,000th of a cent. It's nothing. So that you're just going to pay the communication costs. So if you don't use the communication costs, you don't send the emails, you don't send the text, you don't pay anything. You still get to use all this stuff for free. If you do use it, you get everything. You just pay for the outside stuff. That's it. But all the bulk of it, all the subscription costs that you'd spend thousands of dollars a month on, we are going to include in our program. Pretty awesome, huh? Yeah, this is awesome. So what that even means for you, whether you've picked up on it or not, this means that if you are currently subscribing to any of these services, as soon as you're set up, as soon as you're added to our new software, as soon as the AI is installed and you have this new virtual assistant, you can just start canceling these other services that you use, and instantly you have already saved thousands. That means instant profit for all. Instant profit. Instant overhead decrease. Instant worries decreased. Instant pressure decreased. Instant stress decreased. Because you're an integrity doctor. Because you chose to be with the best. Because you don't settle for anything less than awesome. So this is an awesome reward, an awesome thing. And I couldn't be more excited to give it to you. And I want to introduce you to what it's called. Our brand new software is called AI Clinic Assist. You'll see our fun little robot here. Let's see. There he is. Oh, there, that side. The camera reversed on me. AI Clinic Assist by Integrity Doctors. And yes, for those of you that are already starting to think, it's probably not HIPAA. Yes, it's 100% HIPAA compliant. AI Clinic Assist. This is where we go. Now, just to even make it even more clear, what is AI Clinic Assist? AI Clinic Assist is a complete digital solution for Integrity Doctor members that includes all the software, AI, resources, assistance, and tools needed to automate your practice and produce more leads that convert into new patients. AI Clinic Assist is going to put your practice, digital services, on autopilot with AI. With all the tools and training you'll need in one place, AI Clinic Assist helps increase practice productivity and profitability by saving you both time and money. This is a software that you are going to absolutely love. What does it include? What is it? This is our software. This is what you get with no extra upsells, nothing. You're going to get our AI virtual assistant that will work across every platform. It will respond to messages from texts, web forms. It'll respond to messages from Facebook, from Messenger, from Instagram, from LinkedIn. If it comes in, it will see it and it will respond to it. You're going to get a full customer relationship manager, the software that organizes all your leads and keeps track of all of their information and how many times they've been in contact with you. It's something that you can even use and import your current patient base into to continue marketing to them at no extra cost. You can just do that. It's just provided. We're giving you a full reputation management suite with AI review monitoring. That way, if somebody writes a review, we can automate it and stick it on your website. We can also automate it to the point that AI will respond and write responses in Google Business and on Facebook just so that there's a response because they encourage responses. But you don't need to do that. You don't need to monitor that. AI can do it for you. And if you don't want them to do it for you, you can turn it off too. We're going to provide you with website live chat, all built in, all built to work with your AI virtual assistant. We're going to provide you with staff and doctor hiring interview qualification. We're going to provide you with an entire site just provided for you to use individually. Everyone gets their own that's on hiring for hiring staff members. And it provides a whole interactive network where they can apply directly through it. So if you just use it as an application, you just use the link through if you're posting on Indeed or posting publicly somewhere, it will interview them and it will ask them questions and give them assignments that they must complete. And if they complete them correctly, it will automatically qualify them to be interviewed. And if they don't, it pushes them to the side so you're not wasting any of your time. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? We're even giving in a DIY chiropractic website. If you're in a small town and you don't really care about your website and you're just tired of paying for it, we're going to give it to you. We're going to give you a chiropractic website. The only thing you pay for is the domain. That's it. The domain is what you pay for. And I think it's like maybe like $10 a month. It's so nothing. It's so nothing. And it's a beautiful website already done. You just put your name on it and it works. We're going to give you a marketing phone number and a full marketing phone system that's all built into the software. It's built into the point that it even has its own app that you can use to dial out and make calls on without having to have any separate deals. You don't have to have any separate devices to work on any phone. Your staff can use their own cell phones and use it, and it will just do the phone number that you get, your marketing number. It won't use theirs. This is all built in. And the best part about that marketing phone number, anybody who calls it and you don't answer, it automatically goes to voicemail and AI texts them instantly asking to help. So even if you miss a call, AI is there to fix it. Our virtual assistant will make sure no person goes uncontacted. All of this built in. But wait, that's not all. Our software also includes Facebook Meta ad posting. You can do all of your Facebook ads, post them in here. We're going to show you the best way to do them. We're going to show you the most effective way. We're going to have we have people teaching you how to do this. Is going to be so good, and you're going to learn through our training why this is something that you should be doing and not should be hiring an ad agency for. And not only you should be doing, you say, I don't know how to do it. You're going to use AI to do it. AI is going to create the ad for you, and it's going to show you how you set it up payment-wise, and it takes less than 10 minutes a week. Less than 10 minutes a week, and will drastically improve your Facebook ad results over what you're currently doing with any other agency. We've got social media management, social media scheduler, integrations with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. We're going to provide you the social media templates so you don't even have to create those yourselves. We're going to provide you with email campaign marketing, not just email campaign, not just an ability to do emails. We're going to set it up so that anybody who contacts you from anywhere, from any of the deals, if they give us an email address, we are going to give you 2 years worth of emails that they get to have. 2 years worth of emails, of weekly emails that automatically come from you with your logo, with your name and your contact information, all personalized instantly, and you don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to create any of the content. It's all done for you. But we'll even include a template builder. So if you want to create your own, you can. We'll give you form and survey creation, but not only can you create forms and surveys, we're going to pre-build them in. We're giving you our appointment request that it builds in with AI. So it allows the office to ask for leads to make an appointment. That's already created for you. We're providing you with follow-up forms. We're even giving you the digital screening survey that was previously a part of our retention booster program. This is included now in this. So all of you can use the digital screening survey at screenings, and then every person that you add to it automatically goes in your marketing, automatically starts getting the emails, and it's just instant marketing, all built for you, and you don't do any extra work. Do you need a QR code? We're going to provide a creator for you. So it'll work, it'll be awesome, and you can have QR codes. Dashboard for all your reports, the dashboards, the KPIs for Google Ads, Facebook ads, for your Google business listing and your reviews, all of it, we're giving to you. All provided in AI Clinic Assist. Plus, dare I say more? Dare I say that you're also going to get industry-leading coaching, the best coaching in chiropractic. You get it because you're an integrity doctor. We're even coming out with a brand new community for posting good news and interacting with other offices. We've coming out with a brand new learning center, a brand new easier access to Zoom and virtual trainings, a new help library. That's the one thing on this software. We provide you with a full help library. It is so easy to use, and not just is it easy to use, but I didn't want to just do this and then let's say myself and Joel start getting hit up with a billion questions. We've hired a full team in order to support you. A full team that's available via live chat. You can go on and you can live chat. I promise you, if you do it, you'll even see it's not me. You'll see it's not me because if the live chat doesn't work, if they can't answer your question over live chat, they will do an instant Zoom call with you. And they will have you share your screen so they can see what you're looking at, and they will walk you through how to do whatever it is you're wanting to do. That's the integrity difference. That's how we are changing the bar. That's how we are doing things totally differently. This is going to be awesome. And I know as I say all this, I know it sounds way too good to be true. I know it sounds like, Ryan, how is this possible? How can you guys afford to do it? The reality is to me, this is about purpose. This is about plan. This is about reaching the 80%. And I don't know if you've been around long enough to know, but there's something we say here in our creed. We say we will do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Because we believe that we were born for this. But let me show you just a little bit of proof. This is one of our coaches, Dr. Jason Taylor. When we got him set up, literally the same morning, he sent this, the same morning we got AI installed into his office. He said, quick update, I just got AI set up this morning. This is so cool and perfectly timed. Our phone lines went out and we posted on Facebook for everyone to reach us via Messenger. During our doctor's meeting with our associate, a patient had a full conversation with our AI virtual assistant and got her visit rescheduled, and I watched it happen in real time. That was pretty awesome. I guess my question to you now is, are you ready to experience pretty awesome? Are you ready to experience AI? Are you ready to have all this stuff because you are an integrity doctor, because you are part of the greatest organization, chiropractic, because nobody else would do this? No other company's going to give this. No other company's going to allow this. No other company's not going to upsell you. Are you ready? Well, I think there's only thing one left to do. The only thing left to do here is to give you a tour. I know that this talk went a little long. I know that this is a little longer than you're normally used to sitting in front of me, but this is why I wanted to make sure that we covered what this is going to be. I wanted to make sure that you knew what we were doing and where this is going to go. But I think that it's important that I not just tell you. We're going to take a 10-minute break and I'm going to show you. I'm going to take you into the software. And however long it takes. We may need a break in between, whatever it is. But here's the reality. I want to show you how awesome your new software is going to be. I want to show you how awesome AI Clinic Assist is. And I can't wait to do it. I'm already on pins and needles. Got to get my computer ready. I got to move over here to the monitor. I'm going to do it live. I'm going to show you two different kind of ways to do it. I'm going to show you one through kind of a demo account of what you will see. But I'm also going to show you our own Integrity Doctor account. The reason I'm going to do that is because I have things I use that are activated already, and you can see kind of real time and see the conversations and see how it looks and how it's organized with people in it. So this is going to be awesome. 10 minutes, come back and let me show you how I'm going to change your practice and how we are going to reach the 80% together with chiropractic and AI. Take a break. All right, Integrity Doctor family, welcome back from the break. And as you can tell, we are in. We are in, that's right. This is no longer just a class. This is an actual virtual demonstration. And you are now inside AI Clinic Assist. And so this is super awesome. I'm super pumped to show you this. But first, before we get into it, before we start diving in and looking around, here's what I want to make sure is clear. I want to make sure you understand this part, because this is kind of the one question that I know that each one of you will have, even if you're excited about this, even if you're ready and pumped and wanting to go, because I know even just the word software instantly makes you feel like work. It instantly sounds like, oh, there's all this new stuff you're going to have to learn. Oh, it's almost like when you buy a new chiropractic software. If you buy a new clinical software for your practice, like an EHR, you can almost blow 6 months trying to get it all figured out, get it all put in place, get everything done. And that's not what this is. That's not what this experience is going to be. This is not a focus buster for your plan. This is not a focus buster for your dream. And this is, very clearly not something you're going to have to do much of with all if you don't want to. Because we've installed AI, because so much of it is already built in and pre-automated with AI for you, there's not a whole lot for you to do. In fact, in the very beginning, I would say less than an hour is all that's necessary. And doctor, you don't have to do, your staff can do it. You can assign someone to do it, someone who's good with a computer if you don't feel that's you. But the reality is that it's super easy. We have a full video walkthrough, a full thing that shows you exactly step by step everything you need to get set up in the beginning to make it work. And then what goes beyond that less than an hour setup from you. And literally those are just simple things. It's getting your phone number. It's entering your business information. It's entering your EIN number. It's connecting your social accounts, your Facebook, your Google, Instagram, and just connecting it. And that's it. And we walk you through the whole thing. But this is not going to be something that's just going to be like, wow, I gotta plan a day to figure out or to set aside to get this worked on. No, this is easy. This is very easy. And once it's set up, it's up to you how in depth you go. You can go in depth of not doing anything and just letting AI do its thing and not posting and not worrying, and it'll all work for you, and the AI will work across all the channels once it's set up. And then there's the other side. There is so much information here. There is so much detail and so many services built into this program. And you can use all of it as much as you want. And that we've provided with tons of information, tons of help, tons of stuff. As I can kind of click here on the screen on the little live chat bubble. We've got an entire program in here that's all the help you need. Hundreds, not tens, like hundreds of articles. To start here is where you'll start to learn everything. You can learn about your bot, your conversations, your contacts, reputation management, and reviews. All of it. It's all built in here for you. So there's nowhere else to go. It's all on the screen. You can follow along. We've got it all laid out here. Now, just to get started, to show you how cool and amazing this new software is, I've opened it to one of the reporting pages only because it allows me to pull up some demo content. And in this deal, you can kind of see and get an idea of that this is real. When we talk about reports, this is pulling reports from Facebook. So you can see over time how Facebook does in terms of clicks, impressions, conversions. You can see your ad status. What this means is, rather than having to learn all the complicatedness of Facebook ads and Facebook reports and all the stuff in their system, it takes everything from their system and just puts it in here. Which also means that if your team is a part of, if you put your team on anything that you do, if they do it through here, you get to see it. So if you want to make sure something gets done, if you want to make sure leads are being followed up on, if you want to see what's happening, the results, it's all here for all of you to access. The other great thing that we're going to do here, just to put it out here, is that you have unlimited control of how many team members you want accessing your account in this software. You do not pay for seat. In the past, we have done trainings where you have to add seats to your deal. That's a thing of the past. With this and then our new training center that's coming, we are no longer doing that. You will just be able to add it however you want to. If you want to add them to the software, you can add them. If you don't want to add them to the software, you don't have to add them. It's totally up to you. So this is a huge benefit, but this is where the reports start. you can see over here in just kind of the basic layout how we have everything done. On the left-hand side, it'll say your name and your office and location here. And then it will have your main menu. Your main menu is across the far left. And then when you click on something, you'll have your secondary menu, which is right here across the top in blue. You can see them highlighting in gold as I go across them. That's your secondary menu. So each one of these things has its own set of more stuff for you to do inside. So there's tons of different information for you. We've tried to make it easy. Like I said, I have the live chat. You can do the live chat, but we've also built in these help guides. And help guides make it really easy if you just want to learn something very quickly. So if you go to a page and you're like, what is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know what to do here. You can see it right here. This button says Learn About Reporting. So you can click on this Learn About Reporting, and this will guide you through it. You see it says Reporting is a feature that allows you to easily pull reports and review data and metrics from a variety of predetermined reportable features. Now, if you click Next, it explains what there are. It gives you a full walkthrough so you can see what the different tabs are, what they are. We have tried to make this as simple and as easy for you to follow along as possible. And the best part is that button is on every page. And on every page, it changes to be about the topic of that page. So even getting in the first time you walk in and you think, I don't know what to do, it's all here guiding you through it. All very simple. The same goes for when you start. Once we let you in, you'll click on the live chat button up here. You'll click on Start here. And then step 1 is virtual onboarding. And you can see, look at that handsome gentleman right there. I walk you through all of the initial setup. And then when you're done, you fill out this short little form and click Submit. And that will get all of the AI set up. In order to have AI installed and working and programmed to your office, we have to have you to complete the steps in the video and then fill out this form. That's the first step when you get in, and it makes it super easy. And the best part is, as you can see here, if I click anything else, it stays on the screen. So you can pause the video, you can go to the different sections I talk about, and you don't have to click back and forth. It all stays with you the entire time. Isn't that neat? Isn't that cool? So all of it provided for you. You can search in it, tons of different stuff. This is going to be so beneficial and so helpful for you, I can't believe it. But enough of the help, enough of the setup stuff. Let's talk about the real stuff. Let's talk about what you get. So you get all these different things, all these amazing things. And one of the things you get is conversations. Conversations is where everything that your AI handles, all of it is held in here. So AI is your conversations. Calendars. If you want to link your calendar, let's say your software, like I know many of our quick starts, you guys use the Jane app. The Jane app works with Google. You can connect it to Google so it syncs with a Google Calendar. You can then sync this program to Google Calendar, and it will pull all of your patient appointments into here as well and save them. So that's a really great feature. That's also a way we can up the AI from the way it starts. The way we started is we allow AI to request appointments. So they can allow the patient to pick a preferred day and time for them to come in. If you connect your software to Google, and we link this to Google as well, the AI can actually book real appointments in your calendar. It can pull up the spots, it can save information in the spots, put the person in. So this is game changing. All done by AI, all handled on this section. So when you have your calendars, we put a couple in here just to have it organized and ready for you when you start. But you have a full calendar built in. So once your patient data, if you do link it through a Google Calendar, all of your patient stuff will pull up in here as well. Contacts. Contacts is where we keep all of our contact information. You can see this is mine on here. If I click on mine, you get tons of information that AI automatically saves in here for you. Any communication is right here. Their name, email address, if they gave their phone number, it's in here. If they've done any of the things, if they did a screening and they filled out the screening survey, that's found in here. If they've requested an appointment from your website, that's found in here as well. If they have preferred appointment times, it shows you them. If you made a call log, if you talked to them over the phone and you wanted to make a note about it, you can save that in here as well. I mean, this is everything, all in one place, all organized just for that person. But let's say you see that person and you want to email them. Well, it takes time to go pull up your email address, copy and paste their address over, write up the deal. You can literally write them an email right from our software. It's all automatically connected and it will work. So this is really cool. This goes and sends right to them. It makes it real easy. You can also do other things over here. You can monitor their tasks. You can make notes about the contact if you want to. You can check on appointments that they booked. You can look at documents attached. You can even collect payments from them. This system, if you connect a Stripe account, you can collect payments over text. You can collect payments at screenings just through our app that we provided. All of it built in. All of it here for you. So it makes it real simple, and you can even take this and create like what we call up here smart lists. Smart lists allow you to organize people. So if you want to create a list of just active patients, a list of former patients, a list of leads, but leave out the patients, so you advertise different things, you can do that all here. Tons of resources, tons of stuff. Again, a full CRM, full customer relation management, all provided to you at no extra charge. This is part of your coaching program. We have opportunities. Opportunities is where we can help organize people. So we have different actions that they take. If they sign up at a screening, it will automatically put them in different sections. So we have this first one. This is called the hiring pipeline. So anybody that goes through our hiring process, which I'm going to show you here in just a little bit, the hiring digital interview qualification, this will qualify them. So a team position qualified, pre-qualified, or disqualified. A doctor position, pre-qualified or disqualified. If you did a complete, you mark them in here. Interview no-show, you can mark them in here. And at the end, you can mark them as hired. You don't have to use any of this, but it's here in case you want to use it if you're like to be organized and monitor it, because as you start receiving things, this is an easy place to come to see who's filled out what and who's done what. And you can see who's failed, who hasn't, and it tells you the results of whatever them are. So this drop down here where it says hiring pipeline, I can also go to the lead sales pipeline. You can see this one is set up for screenings. So it marks them as a lead or engaged lead. If they screened but they didn't make an appointment, it automatically puts them in this list. If they screened and they booked an appointment, it puts them in this list. If you mark them as a new patient canceled no-show, it puts them in this list. So this is all marked for you so that you don't have to keep track of it. You can even mark it if they didn't pay, if you make them become a customer. This is not a good fit we have here, just in case you meet someone that's like, may not work. You do have the ability to put them in the line here. And the great thing about it is a lot of these are automated. We make it where AI works for you in these things. So if somebody screens and makes an appointment, if you mark it somewhere that they've done something, it will automatically move them for you and you don't have to do anything else. Same goes for the sales pipeline. These are just where you can also just mark appointment booked, appointment no-show, appointment canceled, appointment complete. If you want to use it, you can. If you don't have to. But this is just all made to make it, if you like to be organized and monitor different things, you can see what's happening behind the scenes without having to ask anyone. It's all going to be listed in your opportunities. Payments is the same way. Payments is going to be linked to a Stripe account. So if you do want to do billing and stuff, you can. The ability is in here to do it. You would set up a product for your first day services, and then you would connect it to Stripe, and then you could charge it directly through our app that we have for you, our AI Clinic Assist app, and it all will work. So this is just so cool. I mean, this is, if I just left it right here, if I just stopped right here and said, this is it, that would be something. I would be like, wow, that's a lot. But I haven't gone over the main section yet with all the marketing and all the web stuff and the forms and the surveys. So this is crazy. This is crazy important. Now I'm going to go up here to the launch pad. This is also another place you start where it helps you connect everything that you have. You connect all these different things. You will also see on here, just to warn you, because you may see a little bubble pop up on the screen, we are teamed up with Yext. And Yext is a company we've recommended for years and years and years. It's a place that does online listings. It kind of helps with SEO, helps your website show up. We've always recommended it. It's $1,000 a year. We put it in here as a link. You don't have to do it. I don't care if you do it. But the reason we put it in here is because we're doing all this and because we're providing the software, we are able to charge less than what Yext charges. So whereas the premium service is $1,000 outside of here, if you signed up for it within our service, it's only $500. So it's a lot cheaper. Not pushing it. I don't care if you do it or not. But when you see that there, that's what that is. You can actually get it for your location for 50% off, which is kind of a neat thing. You can also quickly add staff members here. Now, you can, like I said, you can add as many staff members you want to use this software as possible. You can add them in here. You can quickly add them here. It's real simple. You just click add, and then you type in email addresses. It'll send out an email invite to them, and then they can come in and personalize their account. And we have a full tutorial on adding team members if you want to control what they see. As the owning doctor, you can control everything. If you don't want them to see certain things or have access to certain things, you can turn it off. You have full control to see what your team sees in the software. So if you have someone that kind of fidgets a lot and you want to make sure they don't monkey with something, you can turn it off. It gives you the control to use this software however you best see fit. Okay. Now here's what I want to do. I do want to jump over and look at my own account. So I'm gonna come over here into Integrity Doctors. You'll see some of our other coaches' accounts in there. And I'm gonna come in here, and there's a reason I want to come in here is because AI and using AI and the virtual assistant is the conversations. And if I go to the conversations in that account, it's totally blank. We don't have AI set up on that because there's no account in that. It's a demo account. There's nothing for it to connect to. When you have AI installed, you'll see this lovely little blue robot at the top. See our little blue robot? You'll see the blue robot, and that'll show you that it's attached and it's there. Now, let me give you kind of a tour of what this means. We will have AI go through your office website, scan it, read it, and then pull questions from it. So what it'll do here is it'll create a frequently asked questions. So we will have this all set up for you and done. You don't have to do anything. But you can see here, these are all frequently asked questions about the Integrity Doctor system based on what it pulled from our website. Now, the reason I'm only showing it to you is, let's say you get a question you get asked all the time, and you want to make sure it's answered by AI. You can literally click the add button, and you can add your question and give the answer you want it to provide. So it isn't just up to AI. If you want something you want to make is covered. So let's say that when it's scraped, let's say it doesn't know what insurance you provide. You can come in here, click add the question, what insurances do you work with? And you can write the answer. And that's it. And then after that, AI will take that question. Anytime it gets it, it will answer it based on what you put in. So rather than all the ones we will give you, we have offices with 80 question and answers. We have offices with 400 question and answers. Really just depends on how much is on your website. But this is all what the AI uses to answer its questions. So it's important to notice because it means that AI is not just pulling from anywhere. They're not just going to answer it based on a generic chiropractic office. It's all based on you. It's all trained by you. So its answers are your answers. Whatever you have on your website, that's what it will answer with. And any additional questions you add, question and answers you add, those will be covered too. So that's really awesome. Really awesome. But once the AI is on it, we then have conversations. So if I go into conversations under Integrity Doctors, you're going to see it pulls up a bunch. Now here's what's awesome. All these conversations have been had by AI. I haven't done them. I haven't touched them. Now it shows me what I've done, and it shows me, like here, I can see there's a little icon. This one came from Instagram. Now notice it's going to notice the spam ones, and it's still going to respond to them. But you don't have to worry about doing anything with it. It's just what AI does. It's just checking. It's just seeing if it can create an opportunity. So when they're fake ones, they're fake ones. But when they're real, they're real. And you'll see this one came from a text. Came from a text minute, and they sent this, and they asked for a reply. I can show you one long one here from a recent client. This client wrote in, and I can show you here. Look how cool this is. They are asking to make an appointment, and it booked an appointment for them. It booked a call on January 3rd at 4 o'clock. It booked it in the calendar. It notified me. It notified them. Told him what's going to happen on that call. And he says, when he talks to Ryan, it's going to be at 4 p.m. He even asked AI, says, will he be calling me? And it says, yes, Ryan will be calling you at the number you provided, and gives the number. It says, great, thanks. Who am I speaking with? And it tells them you're speaking with the virtual assistant. It literally told him. The best part was when I talked to him on the phone, he couldn't believe that was a robot. He couldn't believe it wasn't a real person because he had a full-on conversation. I can even go to fetch older message. You can see. I mean, it's a full-on conversation had, all done by AI without anyone doing anything. So this is all automated. I didn't have to handle this. I didn't have to pay anyone to do this. It's all here and it's all built in, all provided to you, all the context. Now, the best part is, as you'll see here, anytime it writes in anything like this, help with loans. Well, I don't do loans, but I tried to book an appointment and they didn't take it. But it does pull in this person's name and they entered their phone number and it saves it into my contacts. It pulls in their email address if they entered their email address. So let's see, and here's a phone number on here. Here is I should point out, if you see the numbers on screen, please don't call these people. That's not very nice. You wouldn't want that done to you. But I'm just trying to give it to you as an example of when someone types it in, it saves it. If they come back at another time and give an email instead of a phone number, it'll save it to the same contact. It knows who they are. It knows what they've done. For the same reason, if I go to our client, Dr. Randy, and Randy told me he'd be watching today, so that's why it's an easy one to be using here. You can see here on the deal, you can kind of look around and see what he's done. We can help book him an appointment, set him up under opportunities, but we can find out all the information and we can see everything he's done. This is so stinking cool. So stinking cool. So even now, if I wanted to contact him, I could text him. See, SMS, he gave us his phone number, so I can text him if I want. I don't even have to look it up. I can text him directly from the system. If I use WhatsApp, if some of you use WhatsApp, you can connect WhatsApp and do that as well. It's all built in. How cool is this? I mean, this is so neat. It's ridiculous. So this is all available to you, all built into our conversations platform, and AI takes care of all of it. Absolutely all of it. You're saying, how does AI know? Well, when you use the Launchpad, like I mentioned earlier, and you connect your accounts, and then you connect your chat, this is connecting it with AI so AI can use them to contact. So this is awesome. This is awesome. So much stuff here, so much great stuff too. I just can't get over how much stuff we're providing you. Let me go through some more. Should we see some more? I think we should see some more. I do want to point out too, as we go through here, if I go back to conversations, you can see here, like I mentioned before, there's a button called Learn About Conversations. And you can see if I click this, it walks me through this whole so look, it even highlights the buttons. It tells you inside the conversation sections, you'll see a secondary menu. If you navigate away from conversations, you need to get back to this tab. So we can click on that. It shows you underneath it. Look at that, pulls it, shows you every little thing about it. So that's so stinking cool. So stinking cool. All of it's explained, all of it's done. This is awesome. It's absolutely, I'm just pumped. I'm so pumped. Maybe because I've been buried in it for so long and working on it for so long. I'm thrilled for someone else to see it. I'm thrilled for you to see it. Our coaches have been using it. They've been loving it. It's been going great. But man, I'm ready for everybody to have it. I'm ready for you to do this thing. I'm ready for you to experience it. Let's come down here. Let's look at a few more things here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of split this up into sections. And what I mean by that is I'm going to split this up into kind of two talks. So this way we'll take a break because I know this is a lot to take in. I know this is a lot of stuff. I know it's a lot of things to see. So this first part I'm going to cover all of the kind of outside basics, and then I'll come back in the second session and we'll cover the marketing side. We'll go over social media marketing and all that kind of good stuff. So all of that's built in. Let me start over here on sites. Sites is a great one. So under sites, this is where we start with some of our marketing. I'll come back for some of the marketing stuff in here. But here I can tell you a website. If you don't have a website, if you don't care. Now, if you've got a website that's performing really well, just keep your website. You don't need to get rid of it. I don't want to monkey with what you've done and all the good results you're getting. But if you're in a small town and your website really doesn't do a whole lot for you and you're tired of paying $50 to $100 or $300 a month for it, we provide you with one. Now, this is the one we have now. We're going to keep adding to this and keep providing you with more as time goes on. But right now, you can come in here to our verified website, and it comes with a whole bunch of pre-done pages for you, meaning you don't have to create anything. You don't have to do anything. It's already built. It's already provided. It's easy. It's simple. But we've done this because we want to make sure that you have everything you need to get this done. Well, it looks like it's trying to pull up the old training guide, so we'll pull that away. So these are all the pages that it comes with. All of these are pre-done. So if I go to the home page, I can click on it and I can edit. You can change it, you can update it, you can add it to your heart's desires. It's all automated to work for you. The logo will automatically be pulled and put up here. You can personalize it with your own pictures, your own stuff. We provided videos that you can use. This is all awesome and all built in. And like I said, you just pay for the domain. That's all you pay for. There's no host, there's no extra service fees, no extra stuff. It's all built in. It has SEO built in. We teach you how to do all of it. Very simple, very easy. You can have the whole website. I can even preview the whole thing for you. I can pull the whole thing up so you can see it as a actual website and how it would look. And while that's loading, this is all built in. There's no extra service. You don't need to go anywhere else. See, welcome to office name. Keep your body happy and healthy. Look at that. Professional, beautiful, nice website. All built in. All with videos that work. I can click on them. You can see here. Oh, look, recognize her. She's in one of your videos. So all of this is provided to you. All of it is built in. The web chat will work on top of it. This is great. And every side page you need. If you need a who we are page, this explains visiting your office and what you do. And any of these pictures, you can easily just swap out and put whatever you want. How we can help. Same thing. This is a whole bunch of information on chiropractic. Videos we provided for you. The answer the frequently asked questions of chiropractic, those are built in if you want to use it. The book an appointment, you can use it. We've even added, which a lot of people don't do, but we provided a review us button. So you can still send people back to review your office on here. So that's a great addition. And here's the best part about it. Even if we come up here to how we can help it or who we are, you notice at the bottom of who we are, we have this contact form. Any information entered into here will automatically be put into AI Clinic Assist and saved as a contact. Nobody has to do it. Nobody has to transfer it, copy and paste it. It's all automated. And this form, we provide it to you so it can be embedded in any website. So if you have a website now that you want to stick with and you're good with, you can just embed it. You can take this. I'll show it to you in a second. You can just take it and you can move it over and put it into your current website. And that way, everything that anyone sends you or posts will automatically be pulled from it and put inside as a lead. I mean, how cool is that? So you don't even have to do anything. It's all automated. AI takes care of the work for you. Our AI Clinic Assist, man, this is everything you need to be a successful chiropractor and have a successful business. There's even extras. We even threw in a couple pages that aren't listed, a blog page, services page in case you want to add more stuff to it and you don't have to feel like you have to create it from scratch. This is all provided to you that can be added as well. So this is incredibly cool. We can link your domain to it. This is awesome. This is awesome. There's just no other word for it. If I come over here into forms, you'll see across the top on our secondary menu, we have forms. And in forms, this is where what I mentioned. This is where that contact us form is. So I have it says contact us form in quotes on the website, so you know which one it is. I can click the three dots in here and I can look at all the ways I can do it. I can view it, I can see it, I can edit it. But if I go into it, this is the same form. If you want to add a question, if you want to change it, you have full ability to update it. We've pre-built it for you so you don't have to do anything. But if there's something you wanted to add to it, you can do that. And then when you want to add it to your website, look over here. There's just a button called integrate. You click integrate, you can pick how it integrates, and then it gives you an embed code. It can pop up on the page. It can be a pop-up. It can slide in from the side, however you want it to appear. That's it. I can click copy of thing and it just copied it. You just paste that into your website where you want it and that will save it there. So this is easy. This is simple. Anybody can do this. But we didn't want to make you come in and just have to create everything yourself. We wanted to provide you for it. So you have the contact us, call appointment results form. If there's an appointment request, we have the full appointment request built in here for you already. Check this out. So they can come in and put their name, phone, email, mark if they're a new or existing patient, the preferred date they like to come in, the preferred time, and any notes they want to add in there. And that's it. They submit this, and this goes to your team. Your whole team is notified this has happened. And again, if you have a website you want to use this with now, all you got to do is click integrate. The best part about it, though, when your AI assistant is talking to people over chat and they asking about appointment, your AI assistant not only knows about this, they know the link, and they will send this link to them to help get the appointment booked. That's how crazy this is. That's how intertwined and organized this is. It's all built in to give you everything. And again, on the page, if you wanted to add something to it, if there's a question you'd like to add, you can do that. It's all built in there for you. We have opt-in forms, referral forms, a review request. If you want to email everybody asking for a review, we have a full form for that. So it builds in and automates the whole process so that they can start and tell you how they'd rate us. It even is smart and knows what the answer is. Good ratings are forwarded out to Google. Bad ratings are forwarded internally. So that way you don't we hopefully avert people from sending bad reviews online. We have our full screening survey. So let's say you want to do a screening. This was before this was paid. You had to pay extra for this. It's now included. Just one more awesome thing included. The screening survey is built like this. Once you go in here, you'll hit the preview link to see it. You can hit it out there. I can show you where that is. It's actually right here. If you go to screening survey, click the right three buttons, then you hit preview. And in preview, this is going to pull up this form. Now this form, what's different about the way we've done the paper forms in the past, you as the screener should fill this out because you're going to ask these questions anyway. And it's just going to help you get to know the person, and it's going to help in it. So you're going to enter the first name, last name. You're going to ask them what their recently experienced symptoms are. Then you're going to ask them which areas of your life are most impacted by it. They're going to tell you. If you think it's something if they mention something, I hurt myself playing football, you can write this in the notes section. You can write that in here, and then you're going to put their phone number, their email address. We always ask those last. A lot of people messed up by asking those things first, and that's not what I want to give up first. So I want to get to know you first before I give you my details. So your name, phone number. If you book an appointment with them, you then enter that appointment and enter that date and time in here. And what that's going to do is going to do two things. It's going to notify the office of the booked appointment. It's going to add them into AI Clinic Assist as a lead. And it's going to put them in the pipeline as a screened and booked patient. And it's going to message the patient. The potential patient will get both an email and a text message reminding them of this patient. And when they get closer to their appointment, it will send them a text message again, reminding them that they're 24 hours away from their appointment. It's all automated. You don't have to do anything. This is done. As soon as you're in, you can take this link, use it at your screenings, and it will work for you. No questions asked, right outside the box. This is it. All of it provided. How awesome is this? So this is all of this in here. And this is, I know this is a lot. And I know I just looked, we're at the 30-minute mark. And there's still so much left to show you. But here's what I want to do. I want to show you one more section. And that's the hiring section. Okay? I want to show you the hiring part. And then, like I said before, we'll come back at the end and I'll show you more of the marketing stuff and the social media, so you can see all of that we have there available to you. So what we've done is we've built our hiring qualification out of two things. We've used a survey and we've used a funnel. So let me start with the funnel. So if I come up here in our secondary menu and click on funnels, I can click on funnels and I can show you this. I can show you, it's called the hiring funnel. So if I click on the hiring funnel, this is going to bring up a full funnel. If you've worked with funnels before, This will look very familiar to you. If you haven't, it's really just another side website. It's a landing page that leads people through steps. And it helps to guide them to actually have an outcome. And the outcome, obviously, is we want them to apply for a job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this one. We've built it. There's a home page. There's the openings, and there's the application. Everything can be personalized. You can add your stuff. It will automatically add your name. It'll automatically add your information to it. But to start, this is what it is. So you can see it. Are you ready to impact lives and help us make a difference in our community? You can click here to see the jobs. You can continue reading more, and you can learn all of this about how we're life changers, how we are growing, how we are on a mission. All of this, we have wrote it custom for you so that it looks beautiful, it looks great, but it actually makes sense and sells your positions, promotes you and makes you look awesome. We are on a mission here. We've not just set the goal of 80% of our community getting regular chiropractic care. It's not just pain relief. We are providing wellness care because that is what will change people's lives. We are selling this thing. We want people to work here. So then we have down here, we already have the plan to change the world, and it works perfectly. We just need more people to help us do it. So see the available jobs. So you got one whole page that's just worked to selling the purpose, the dream, the mission. That's where it starts. Then when they click to see the available jobs, we have that in here as well. So they can click to see the jobs, and it will take them to the deal, and it will take them to the very next step. So if I click here, there you can see it. We're now hiring a practice representative and a spinal screener. Has a full written ad for the position, plus benefits. You can obviously come in here and you can update this, change this to whatever if you want. If you're paying more than 14 to 17, you can change that. You can personalize it, all that you need. Same goes for this chiropractic assistant. Full new description. We haven't provided a chiropractic assistant ad in years. Now we have one. It's all built in here. And if you're wanting about associate doctors, we have that too. For those of you in our elite program, we have a tutorial just for you to teach you how to add the doctor deal. It's already pre-written for you with the ad and everything. You don't have to monkey with it. It's just that's only for our elite doctors, and that's in a different spot. So this is all here, and if they see the one they want, they click apply now. When they click apply now, they're taken to the next step, which is the application form. This is the form, and this is where the magic happens, because they're going to go through and fill this out. And if they answer the questions correctly, they get pre-qualified for an interview, and you get notified of that. If they don't, we just put them in disqualified. Now, you can go in and look at them and see. We don't typically notify you of a new team member disqualifying. If a doctor messes up on it and disqualifies, we will notify you of that because we know some of you are really needing doctors, and if you really need them, you don't want to just disqualify them over a form. We recognize that. However, the questions are very simple. It asks them to take some patient information, some fake patient information, and organize them alphabetically. That's the first one. It then just has a couple questions on how they feel about chiropractic. How much do they love it? Do they recommend family and friends to it? Would you recommend people to come here? Have you been a patient? If it asks something and they put a negative, if it says on a scale of 1 to 5, how do you feel about chiropractic care? And they put a 2, I don't want you hiring a 2. I don't want someone who doesn't like chiropractic. I want a 5. I want the full 5. I want 5. I'll take a 4, maybe a 3. But here's the reality. 3 or below, I'm not really interested. You don't really care. That's going to show up. So that's what this form has done. It saves it. Now, if you don't want to use the first 2 pages in this, you don't have to. You can just cut right to the chase. And if you have an ad posted somewhere, you can copy the link to just this application form and include that. And again, everything that they enter, you have saved in AI Clinic Assist. Every answer, every input, name, phone number, email, their address, the whole works. So you'll be able to text them directly from here. You'll be able to call them directly from here. You'll be able to email them directly from here. All of it done in one place. I mean, this is so groundbreaking. I can't get over because this isn't, bear in mind, it's not like there's not other software out there. There's other software that does a lot of this stuff. But then you have to go in and create all this content. You have to create all the emails, create all the stuff. And we've got it built in for you, already pre-done, already set up, already ready. Oh, this is awesome. AI Clinic Assist. This is the game changer, as one of my favorite lines in Anchorman. This is the big one. This is so awesome. So awesome. And I think we're at that 40-minute mark, and I want to make sure I don't put too much in one. I know you have a lot to think over, a lot to talk. I know some of you are already kind of itching to talk about some of this now. So I want to give you another 10 minutes to talk about this, to go through it and make sure you got it all understood and it's everything you want. And next, we're going to come back and talk about the social side of it, the social media side, the marketing side, the emails, all the stuff. It's a whole other section, whole other thing, and you get all of it. All of it. So let's take a 10-minute break, and let me remind you, just because I don't want to forget this, let me remind you, we have a coupon code. Stay on target. That's it. Stay on target. Because we are to stay on target today. And to do that, you're going to enter stay on target, all one word, all lowercase, STAYONTARGET. Stay on target, all one word, all lowercase, gets you 25% off our reports today only. Let's do this thing, man. Are you ready? Let's take another 10-minute break. We'll be back with more right here at the Integrity Doctors Winter Stream. Welcome back from the break, everybody. We are here again inside AI Clinic Assist, and I'm going to show you everything that kind of has to do with marketing at this point. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to start kind of where we left off. I'm going to start in the funnels section because we've already provided to you 2 funnels you can use. Now, you don't have to use these, but in case with your Facebook and online marketing you want to have new things to try, these are 2 different ways to run a funnel. Now, what this does is this leads to people to do things a little differently. And what I mean by that is we want to create other opportunities because not everybody will just book an appointment right out the gate. Some people need a little extra push. Some people need a download. They need something to download in order to read over and look at, like a brochure. And other people need a video. Some people want more like a video webinar type deal. And so what we've done is we provided both of those things for you, already pre-done and ready. The first one is called our landing funnel. In our landing funnel, this is great. It has a full deal. Not every step is built in. We have a few other steps extra, but I'm going to go to this and you're going to see it. And this can be personalized. You can add your logo to it. You can use it just as is. You can change the photos in it. But what this does is this creates a place where they can contact you and look. It's almost like having a miniature website. These are a lot of times referred to as a landing page in an ad. So you'll sometimes see this with other companies where you'll click on a link and instead of going to that website, you go to like a page that's like their website, but it's just with one deal. And that's what this is. Only we've made it with 2. We have click here to book an appointment, which if you click here, it helps contact about booking an appointment. And then we have the learn more. The learn more goes to the full appointment request. Now, the benefit of doing either one, when they do this, what's going to happen is very simple and very easy. It's going to send them a brochure. It's going to send them this little thing called the spinal care checklist. It's a PDF. It's something we have built for you. It's already pre-done. You don't have to do anything else. It's all provided. And when they filled it out, and it says it will get you with a personalized plan, and that plan is to read through this checklist, do some of these things at home, but to then call your office and book an appointment. So this is all built in, pre-done and pre-prepared for you. We then have another one. So that's not the first, that's not the only one. That's it. Now I might be able to pull it up for you. I'm not sure, I didn't look at that initially, but let's go back to the other one here. Let's look at the funnels. And then this is one that we've done before in the past, and it worked for some offices. Some offices didn't. It just depends who you're using and the audience you go for. And this is our Living Well for Life webinar. And this funnel is simply this. It's for someone outside of chiropractic, outside your office. And this would mean they'd watch the Living Well for Life webinar before coming into your office. Now, it's still okay to show it to them when they're there if they follow through with this. But this gives them a webinar of that class. And it's not they just can't pull it up on their own. They'd have to register for a seat. It shows the host. Look, there's Brittany, and she's hosting it. It shows, look, the date. January 16th is the date of this one. This date changes based upon when you're looking at it. And then the secrets you will learn, it's all pre-written. Register your first seat now, and that's all pre-done. So this is a really cool thing that you can personalize, add your logo to it. You can make the date reoccurring. You can take the date off completely. It's totally up to you how you want to use it and what you want to do. But this is all pre-built. So then when they want to do it and they want to watch it, it's all put in here so they can watch it. They can come in here and they can pre-watch the whole deal. And see, they can even click book your appointment now, and they can go ahead and book an appointment from this page. All this pre-done. You didn't have to do anything. Like this is awesome. It even says do not close the window or the presentation will end. Well, I'm going to close it, but that's only because I'm teaching this class and not just doing it. All of this even gives a reference so gives a way for them to refer others and email this same out to other people if they like the video. This is just all automated, all ready for you, all automated. This is a ton of stuff. Now let me go outside of this section. Okay, I'm going to go outside this section. Let's see, I'm going to click out of this because this is giving me a tutorial from something else that's not here. I'm going to come out here to automations. Now I'm going to do this one because I just want to talk about this one for a brief moment. It is really, really helpful and important that you all heed this warning. Don't touch anything in here. Okay? Don't touch anything. I realize even me saying that makes some of you just think, I want to touch it. I get that. But this is the brain of AI. This is all of the automations. You can see these are 10 folders of automations completely prepared and done and ready for you. This way it makes sure it'll email and notify patients on their birthdays, monthly nurturing emails. This is the email program. So because we're providing you with 2 years worth of emails, which I'll kind of show you in a minute where those are, we realize that some of them are even time-based. They're based on holidays like Christmas time, obviously, and 4th of July. Well, if you have someone sign up in July, or let's say June, and they sign up, and then we don't want them to get the Christmas emails. We want them to get the June emails. So AI will take over and make sure everyone gets the ones that they need at the time they're registering, and that all the automations are in here. Now, this is like Zapier. It's a way of saying if then and making things do things automatically. You have the ability to create more and add more. So you do and can do that if you know how this kind of thing and know how a workflow works. You have the ability to do it. You can even use our help guide, and the help guide will walk you through everything. This is how the work dash flows. Look at it. Points out all the button titles and the colors. It's all there. Explains the whole works. Walks you through it. I'm going to close the guide there. But other than that, unless you know what you're doing or you've done this before, I would say 100% avoid coming in here. We will use this, but we have to have this in here because it's literally the brain of your AI all in this section. Now, if we look at marketing, I know you're excited about this one. Marketing, here's the social planner, here's the emails, here's the countdown timers. Now, you have to connect this place as well. You connect it on the Launchpad, but you also connect your Facebook, Instagram, Google Business Profile, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest. You connect all of them in here, and you can post all of them in here. I will show this to you in just a little bit. I'll go into my account and just show you how simple and easy this is, but everything is done here. You don't go anywhere else. The emails are the same way. Emails, you can come in here and you can create an email. I know you're thinking, Ryan, it says there's nothing here. Well, yeah, this is if you want to add new campaigns to it. This does not have anything to do with the automated ones that we have set up for you. If you go into templates, you can see all of the templates we have. I can click on April, year 2, year 1, week 3, week 4. I can click on any one of these and I can go into it and I can see what it is. It's going to pull it up as a template. Look, the royal alignment, the throne of angles, the noble movement. They're fun. They're written fun. They're meant to be fun. Your logo will automatically be put in. All of this will be automatically populated with your address, so that's really great. But you do have the ability to come here and personalize any of them that you want. Okay? So you can use the ones we've pre-written, or you can come in and you can monkey with them and change them to your heart's desire. But all of these are set up and are automated and will automatically give your patient base, if you add them, or any lead, a full 2 years worth of weekly pro chiropractic emails. That's awesome. There are hardly any companies doing that. Typically, it's just you buy an email program and then you have to create the emails. You don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I hired this out so that we'd have it. We want to make sure it's done, and I want to do it, but I don't want to write them either. So this is all pre-done, prepared for you. Isn't that cool? So that's when your emails. We then have countdown timers. This is a small feature, but it's one that not all website hosts or providers provide. This can be used inside emails. It can be used on any website. If you have a website now and you want to use a countdown timer, you have an event coming up, you have a special coming up, you're doing something neat at the office, a PAD, and you want to advertise it with a fancy countdown timer. You can literally click new, and over here on the left, you can pick what kind of countdown you want it to be. So look at all these fun little deals, or modern, whatever look you want, and you get to control it. You click by starting to pick it. You can continue with the template. You can edit it, change the times. All provided, all built in. Nothing extra. No extra fees for it. It's all here. Brand boards. This is a fun one too. If you like to create a lot of different content, A brand board allows you to come in here and you can already use one of our brand boarded things. This helps with all of the things you create. So if you create any new funnels or any new emails or new things, creating a brand board saves all of your colors and your logos and information into one place so that all of them look identical. So you can start here fresh and build your own, and then you just upload your logo, you pick your 2 main colors you want to use, and it shows the typography, which is, it shows you what words are used, and you can change that. So you can come over here, you can upload your logo, you can do 1 logo or 2 if you have 2 different ones. Sometimes you want to do one with white lettering and one with black lettering. You have your colors. You can pick the 2 different colors you use. So if you want to pick a different color, you can do it, and you can just do it here. And we can just have 2 different colors. And then typography, you can pick which font. Arial is standard, but if you want to add something different, if you want to add something that you think is a little neater, they'll even give you a preview of it. So anything you send out, email or website-wise, this or funnels will automatically start being created using your brand board. You click it all, hit save brand board, it's done. And you can have a bunch of different brand boards. So if you want to use different ones to personalize different ways, you can do that. This allows you to create a brand board just for Christmas, a brand board just for Easter, for the spring. You can almost do seasons if you want. So it gives you a lot of control, a lot of neat help just to make your marketing a little more focused and a lot prettier. So that's a really cool deal. We then have the ad manager. The ad manager is where you go to do your Facebook marketing. This is where you connect Facebook and it creates the ads. I'm going to show you this a little bit later in my account as well. In fact, well, I'll just do that now. Let me go back into my account. We'll go back in the Integrity Doctors account and you can see, I'm not going to probably show you too in depth because I don't want you to see a lot of different things. But here, welcome to an ads manager. So I started creating a basic account, a basic one here. Let me click these 3 dots and edit it. So I created this as a demo for you. It walks you through the whole process, adding content, budget and audience, whether you want to do lead generation or website traffic, the landing page, where you want it to go. Now we will teach you everything you need to know to do this perfectly and to get better results than you will if you hire any outside agency. That's how easy and great the training is. We're using actual chiropractic offices that are blowing up right now on Facebook and what they do and what they use, and you're going to get those trainings and you're going to get to use this section to easily add it. You can put in your ad and your text, type it in, you can add your media, you can do a carousel or just a single image, or you can have carousels where you have multiple images. Let me just say this now because I know what you're told in many other places, you don't need video ads. You don't need them. I know that you don't want to do them. I know they're a pain, but it's not necessary. Literally just sending one person, sending a CA into the office while you're adjusting and just taking a few different angles of you adjusting and doing that every couple days, every time you need a new ad made, that's all it takes. It's very simple. You'll go through the ad tent, upload your media, create your content. We will help you use AI to create this. This is going to be so easy, so easy. You then will go to the next screen and you pick your budget. We'll walk you through that. And then you published it, and all of it will be done here. All of it, all through here. You don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to have any permissions. It's all built in. How cool is that? How awesome. Absolutely awesome. So that's all built into the ad manager. Social planner is no different. Social planner, if I go in here, I can see that there's no post found. You can see I've already got these connected. I've got Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn all connected here. And I can choose when I want to make a post which one it goes to. So if I make a new post, I can come in here I can select a social account. I can select all, or I can select just one of them. Depends what I'm doing. I can even choose if I want it to be a feed, a reel, or a story. I can add the content. I can add a picture. I can add video. I can type it in. This is all built in, all added for you. You don't have to do anything else. And it provides you all the work. Now, I know sometimes it's even, you're wondering, well, what am I going to do? Content. Look at this. If you click on content, you say, well, I don't want to have to create all this. Look at this. It's right here. Template library. That's it. Template library. Look at this. We've got chiropractic ads that you can just take and you can use. It's that easy. You can pick, you can program them and say, This is 25 posts. Look at this, pre-done. 25 posts for you. And all I got to do is select it. I come in here, I pick which accounts I want them on. I can just select all. I can then say what day do I want it to post, and it will post them. That's it. So you can schedule them by day, by time, you name it. I mean, that's how easy this is. That's how great all these features are. I can click on, like I said, like I did a new post. I can create a new post. If I want to create it from the deal, I can go to Social Planner templates. And look, there's all these templates. There's even ones that have nothing to do with chiropractic because you never know what you're going to need. Some are more motivational with quotes. Some have business stuff. We have a few limits on the ones that you get, but like here, I can type in chiropractor. And look at this. These are hundreds of pre-done templates all ready for you to use. Awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. This is so great. I mean, just so great. I can look at here. Look at these posts. Stock images, all pre-done, all ready. Even with the captions already prepared for you. I mean, this is so awesome. So awesome. All built in and provided as part of AI Clinic Assist. So all of your social, this takes care of so much work. You'd have to go out there and hire out and do it. It's all built in. It's all provided for you. Let's keep it moving. All right, let's keep it moving. We're going to talk about. Let's see what else is on here. You have a media storage. This is where, as you'll learn, you'll upload your logo. You'll upload different things, but you can store all your images here. You don't have to store them anywhere else. You have your full reputation management. Everything that has to do with reviews is here. So you can have these reviews. Now I'm going to go to yours. I'm going to go to demo. And in the demo here, I'm going to show you that you can have this all connected. You can do requests. So it can show you requests. This is also where it activates Yext. And Yext is found in here. You can see your latest review requests, your latest reviews you've received, full data on it. You can go to the reviews section. You can use the widget. The widget is what takes your reviews from all the different places and it creates a box for you to use on your website. You just add it to your website and all your reviews will automatically be viewed on your website as well. You can do requests here. So you can go in here and you can send a review request. I can click on this. I can click the person I want to use. That's my only contact right now. I can contact them over their phone. I can contact their email, whichever it is. And it all will work. I have it disabled on this because it's a demo account. I don't want anybody using a demo account for any of this stuff. But all of this, all of your reviews are all built in here. Your reviews, you'll be able to read them. You'll be able to see them. You can go through the settings and choose exactly how you want each thing done. A review link, where it goes, your SMS, this is your text messaging requests, email requests, WhatsApp review requests. You even get a QR code. If you want to use it for the front desk and you want to add a QR code for people to scan or to send out, literally just hit this and it's going to create it for you. You can drop your logo in it and it's all automated, all built so that you can instantly start anywhere advertising to get reviews. I mean, this is just all provided for you. It even has a section for protecting on spam reviews. You can actually, it says, right now I have it turned off, or you can on, automatically detects when reviews are spam. So you can stop spam. I mean, this is so much stuff all in one place. And again, if you want to learn it, if me going through this, you say, oh, I want to learn more about it, hit the Learn About Reputation button. And this tour will walk you through every single button, every single session, and will tell you everything you need to know to get yours set up and working and use it. So the sky is the limit for you here, everybody. The sky is the limit for the amount of resources that you have, the amount of things you get to do. And then when you come in here, you have reporting. You go into reporting and all the reports from all of your ads will be here. So if I click on like what I showed you earlier, this is a demo report. It'll show everything from Facebook. All of it. It'll show what we've spent on ads. It'll show the clicks, the cost, the revenue, the cost per click, all of it. You get to see all of it. You don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to try, where did we put that? Whose account is it under? It's all automatically in here. All of it. So easy. Same goes for Google ad reports. When you have Google Ad reports, the same information. And look, you can follow along the lines and see. I mean, this is all provided to make your life so much easier, and so that everything that you're doing and everything that all the services you're using and all the marketing you're doing, you can organize it and keep it here. You have your attribution reports. You have call reports. Any calls that come in through the marketing number, you can see the sources of it. You can see how it's going. You can see your agent reports. You can see who in your team has handled different things. I mean, this is so cool. You can even see down here the call metrics. Look, total calls, answered, missed, lead, failed, total calls, dialer calls, incoming calls. So you can see the calls going out, not just the calls coming in. So if you say, hey, I need you to use our deal and you can call all these patients to reactivate them, if you have your staff do that, you can actually go in here and see how many calls they actually did. Oh man, all types of reports, all types. Appointment reports, if they're in here, if they booked, if they go through those different sections, it will show up. I mean, this is so awesome, but you also have the ability to create your own report. Look at that. You can create a blank one. We have some templates you can use for layouts, or you can clone one that we already have, but you can go ahead and make your own reports if you want to specialize it. All of this is built in, man. All of it. Now, we're also going to have eventually in this section, we're also going to have over on the left hand a way for you to submit your stats directly from the software. We're going to have a link directly to our store, which you're using today with our Stay On Target code. We'll have a new store that's a lot nicer, a lot better features, a lot easier shipping, and this will be here. Training Center, there'll be a link to it as well. It goes outside because obviously it's not in the software. It's in its own thing. But this is all provided to you, all built in, all done. And at the end of the day, when you log in, docs, and you just want to see what's going on, you think, I don't want to have to go through all that. We even made a dashboard for you. This dashboard will load up lots of stuff from different areas, lots of things. And if you want to change how it looks, what it has, you have the ability to. You can edit the dashboard. You can take things out. You can even add widgets. I can add more things in here. You can look through all the different things you want and you can add them. I mean, this is so interactive and so personalized. I mean, this is taking things to a whole new level. A whole new level. Lots of different things, lots of stuff. You name it, all provided for you. And all of it walks you through. But once you get in, I will just point out that the launch pad here is where it starts. You'll start filling these type of things out and connecting your website, but it's all built in, all included. You name it, it's yours. Settings, I will just point this out so you have it. The settings is where you'll have your business information, your profile about yourself, your billing. You will have to have a credit card saved on file in this for any of those extra phone charges if you have them, or email charges. That's for the outside companies to use. And then you have all of these little settings in here. And these settings, most of them you'll leave alone. Most of them you won't have to do anything with. But like your phone number, when you do it, your phone number is listed in here. And your staff. If I go to my staff, this is what I talked about before. So this is where you can add a team member. So you can add a team member. I can click add employee. I can upload a photo if I want to. First name, last name, email. It will send them their login information. But here I can control under roles and permissions everything that everybody sees. Now, if you want to set up one main account for everybody, that everybody pretty much gets the same thing, you can do that. And then instead of having to do this every time, you can just go into the section on roles, click copy permissions, and choose which person you want to copy. And click apply. And they'll automatically get all the same of it. So we've tried to make this as easy and as simple as possible for you. Not to mention, instead of having before where you had to go in and request us to delete people, if you fire them, you just hit the delete button. That's it. So you don't have to ask for more seats. You don't have to request to remove. You get to control your staff. And here's the other benefit. You can add as many staff as you want. No limits. As many staff as you want to come in here and have access to this. So if you want to have easy access for everybody under staff meetings, everybody can be on it. So we're trying to do everything we can to make this as great a system and as great a software as we possibly could by giving you as much stuff as possible. But this is super exciting. I'm going to see if I can come back here to a different camera screen here so I can just talk to you plainly now that we've gone through it. Because naturally, I think this is enough. I've gone through a lot of things on here. I've gone through a lot of stuff, and I know it's a lot. I know this is a lot to take in. I know that you're looking at this and man, what am I supposed to do? And trust me, I get it. But the exciting thing is, as we talked about, you're going to get all of it. With your Integrity Doctors coaching membership, you get all of these things and you're going to get to use it. And I know your next question is the thing I mentioned at the very beginning. How do you get it? How do you get it? And hey, guess what? Good news for you. It's almost time. It's almost time. We are so close to releasing it. Right now, we're releasing some of our members that had some of our elite doctors who are at our event. They get it first, and they're the first ones getting it this week. But then we're going to start opening it up. And I know you're thinking, well, how are you going to open it up? How are you going to do it? Well, here's the thing. I want to reward you from being on today. Okay? I want to reward you for it. As much as I think it's a reward getting a coupon for stay on target and getting 25% of all the reports, I think because you were here today, because you sat through this, went through this, and because you're excited. You're excited, right? You're excited, right? Yeah, I know you're excited. You're excited, and I'm excited, so here's what I want to do. I'm about to put up on the screen, right here in the middle, covering my face like I'm Mike Wazowski on Monsters, Inc. We're going to cover up the whole middle, and you're going to see a QR code, okay? You're going to scan that QR code, and it's going to take you to a form, and that form is going to add you to our wait list. And here's what we're going to do. Once the elite ones that were already promised at our previous event that they get it first, we're going to go down this list in order of form received, and that's who's going to get it. Okay? So right now, because you're on here and you've stuck it out and you've stayed the whole time with me and seen everything that we've done and everything we have for you, you are going to be the first one on the wait list if you do this right now. So on your phone, scan this. It'll take you to a form. You're going to fill out that form. And on that form, when we get it, we're going to add you to the wait list. And the wait list, what we're going to do is we're going to reach out to you based on the email address that you include in that form. We're going to reach out to you over email. We're going to say, hey, it's ready. Go to this link to get signed up now. And then once you do it, you'll go through the process. You'll go through the little help steps. We'll give you kind of a little instructional leading you to it. And once you go on there and fill out the information, we will install all the AI. There's $0 setup fee. Zero setup fees. Again, this is included with your coaching program. Man, this is awesome. I'm so excited. I've been holding this in for so long. It's really hard not to talk about it because it's been such a lot of stuff I've been working on for so long. But it's here, and I'm just so pumped. And can you see the smile? Can you see the smile on my face? You may not. The QR code may be on the screen still. But I can only tell you this. This is going to be awesome. I am so excited for you to get this. I'm so excited for you to see it. And we've got the full team on live chat standing by when you're in to answer any questions you have over it. And we will have the full training ready for you so that you can hit the ground running. But like I said, once you've got the main setup done, you can just let it run if you want to. You can just let it go and let it be done. But this, I think we can all agree, there's nobody in chiropractic that would just give you all this. And in fact, let's just not say, I don't really know of any company anywhere, including all the ones that we work with. Nobody just gives this stuff as part of their program. It's always an upsell. It's always an extra thing. It's always more things. It's always another program or another subscription. But that's not how we do things in Integrity Doctors. Why? Because we've said for a very long time, successful doctors are integrity doctors. And integrity means if we say we're going to do something, we're going to do it. And right now, we're doing this. We are going to 80%. We are not stopping. We are not giving up. There's nothing that's going to get in our way. There is no one that can stop us. There's no one that can block us. There's no one that can bring us down. We are the leaders of healthcare. we will take chiropractic to be number one. So chiropractic will be the first choice, not the last choice. So chiropractic will be where everybody starts. We will lower the cost of hospitalizations, lower the cost of drugs, lower the chances or even the necessity of surgeries. We will change the entire healthcare landscape. But to do that means we've got to start communicating more. It means we need to close more leads. It means we need to reach out and affect more people. It means we need to do a better job of communicating digitally, even if we're not the person. We feel like we are the type to be the technological person type. That doesn't matter at this point because we're giving you the AI that takes care of it for you. We're giving you the AI that makes the impact. We're giving you the AI that's going to change the way we do things from here on out. And here's my next promise to you. As much as I can give you going forward, new features, new things, we will announce them when they come out. The goal is to give you as much as I possibly can without ever charging you any more. Naturally, if there's some outside connection thing, then that'll be different. But I'm telling you, from here on out, I want this to be yours because you are an integrity doctor. I love you. I'm behind you. I've got your back. I've always had your back. And I will continue to have your back. And I will continue to do whatever it takes to make sure you impact your community to take chiropractic to the 80%. That's what we're here for. All of your coaches, all of our team, all of our new support staff, all of us here at Integrity, on behalf of Keith and myself, thank you so much for attending today. Remember the code, stay on target, all lowercase, all one word. Go use it and scan the QR code. I'll put it back up on the screen so you can use it and you can join the wait list for AI Clinic Assist. Thank you for watching today, everybody. God bless you. We love you. And we'll see you very, very soon.